I am streaming now. We are live.
In no fucking way.
We're live?
I swear to God,
I did that on purpose.
I know, and I reacted on purpose.
Ah, I see.
Always carry the bit, no matter
There's
the
nothing
cost.
happening.
Oh, shoot.
There's nothing happening.
What do you mean there's nothing happening?
There we go. Leo Arcturus is live.
Oh, okay.
I thought you
I
meant...
was confused.
Okay.
I thought that was like part of the bit, and it was live.
Always part of the bit.
It's always part of the bit. Alright. Gotta
The beats
switch
is above all
scenes.
I keep the stream open whenever I need to do things, just because I want to see the chat.
Wait, what the fudge? How did we get here?
Oh, hold on. Live chat. Pop
Leo,
out
how
chat.
did we get here?
Grab the chat box from YouTube.
We've been here.
Go to docs.
We were?
Open up custom
What just
browser
happened?
docs.
Yeah.
Paste it in. What?
How did we get here?
What?
Remember at the
Are we
end of the
here?
last stream, Lilly told Hisao that she wanted to take him and Hanako out to the town for a vague and undefined reason.
No,
I guess
but
no, I
cool.
don't.
What do you mean you don't?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
These streams make things very disjointed, and a
Here,
week
you know what?
passes in between whenever
Give me
we
like
read
5
something.
seconds. I'm gonna just pull up the previous stream. That's
What do
it.
you
I
mean
remember
you're
what
gonna
you're
pull up the previous stream?
It's on YouTube. What?
I
Maybe
know,
I'm
but
not.
why are you... Alright,
I'll
whatever.
be back in a minute.
Let's start, why don't we? The feeling of walking through the streets is one of very deep nostalgia. While Yamakyu might be the reverse of where I lived in the past, the city at night is amazingly familiar.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
My eyes are moving constantly from the bright electronic screens glowing high in the night sky, to the street lamps piercing the darkness with their light, to the businessmen enjoying themselves after work, and the busily talking couples on dates.
Okay, so we did actually stop there, but the bit before it was Yuko, so it threw me all off. Anyways,
Even if
A
I
toast to
didn't
the
want to.
bride? CD, oh my god.
what?
We
A
should have CD
toast
come with
to
up
the
a stream
bride.
couples.
Oh no! I read it how he said it. No.
It
This
took me
a
all
week.
week. Do you see the one that we came up with for today?
I'm so sorry. You're trying to hurry, and you're like freaking.
Did you finish that line?
No.
Alright, sorry.
All right, go.
Even if I didn't want to, I can't help soaking in every aspect of the city. I savor its familiarity like a sweet candy sitting on my tongue. The fuck? Lily jump scare?
Irish woman jumps, Scottish woman jump scare.
Irish.
Had to correct yourself there.
Lily is walking to my left with her cane swaying to and fro, holding onto her sister's arm for guidance while talking to her. Compared to traveling by taxi or by bus, being driven by Akira in her rather nice car was a much more enjoyable experience. Oh. Maybe
Wait,
not
what?
for the person on my right, though. While Lily was used to her sister's driving style, and I quite liked a bit of excitement, Hanako was holding very tightly to the door for most of the trip.
Oh no.
I was gonna bring exactly that thing up. I was gonna bring exactly that up in the stream today, CD. The jacket is oddly textured. Almost
Yeah,
as
you're right.
if they
We do
overlaid
basically-
another background on top of it.
Yeah. But do you have any idea how hard it is to fucking draw denim? I don't blame them.
No, I don't either. I don't really care. I think it looks
It's
fine,
fun.
but if you do take a
What is wrong?
closer look.
What are we looking at?
Hanako's jacket is clearly textured on rather than drawn on. It is an actual just photo of denim.
Oh yeah. Again, I would agree. I don't blame him. Drawing hard.
Okay.
Give me a second.
These things take time, darn it.
Everything looks so pretty at night.
Hanako quickly looks down yet again as she accidentally catches someone's gaze.
That hat
Yeah.
is sick, dude. Sorry.
That is a sick hat. Yeah, it does. My answer isn't very thoughtful since I'm distracted by so many thoughts that I find it hard to keep up on small talk. One of those distractions, aside from the city sights, is how Hanako looks, with their textured denim and her
You textured denim.
and the fact that she doesn't seem to have a right eye in this drawing. It always
Yeah,
throws
you'll
me
need
off.
one.
This is the first time I've seen her in something other than her school uniform or her pajamas. It gives me pause when I first saw her outfit, when we met up at the school gates. Considering how much her head is lowered when people walk near us, I imagine that the hat she wears is more than a fashion statement. But if not, then why not wear like a hoodie or something? I don't know, this seems weird. While initially I was wary of Lily's plan to take us out into the city, when night fell, it became obvious she'd thought about this. Not many people have paid Hanako much heed, since the darkness hides her scarring well. So, we are in the city. Any ideas on what to do? Akira beams a smile. Something tells me that she's the one who's making this particular decision, even if her sister may have proposed the outing in the first place. Am I gonna... God damn it. You'll just...
Yeah,
Okay.
that's gonna take some time to just rev that engine.
You'll see. Just follow us. I nod and try my best to stifle a grimace. After what happened during Hanako's birthday party, I don't trust Akira's judgment all that much. We keep walking, and I notice that we're passing more and more cafes, restaurants, and other eateries. Every once in a while, as a drunken man in a suit comes out of a bar, usually being supported by another, but for the most part, the customers around this part of the city look young and fashionable.
Young and fashionable, eh?
It's with the kids.
I feel like I haven't heard the song.
No,
Wait,
you
what
have.
song is it?
You have, but it's played very rarely.
There are, I
Yeah,
think,
and I-
3 scenes in the entire game where I remember it being played. Actually,
Oh.
it's more 4, but one of them is just... They reuse the same CG for a second version of the scene in one of
Is
the other
this-
routes.
Red Velvet?
That it is.
Hell yeah! I
the-
still got it.
This is the song that I always associate, and I cannot... well, I totally can explain why. I have wanted to, for the longest time, make a mashup of Red Velvet and A Field of Hopes and Dreams from Deltarune, because there's this riff in Red Velvet that sounds really similar.
Interesting.
We can make that happen.
That can be arranged.
That can be-
I've got music software and motivation. Just watch me.
Did we finish this?
Different... No.
Okay.
I was reading stuff. Different kinds of music come and go as we pass by each business. The discord created by the overlap should be grating, but it reminds me so strongly of the times I spent in the city with my old friends that I don't mind.
See, I can actually tell you exactly which songs to skip if you just want to listen to the soundtrack. I know exactly which 3 songs we haven't heard yet, and it is exclusively the songs that are played during the opening cinematics for the other 3 routes. You basically just skip 3 stars, 2x400 meter relay, and tea time fast forward. Anyways.
Hanako and I have started to drift a little apart from Lilly and Akira. That comes to a stop when I hear a soft thud from beside me.
Wait.
Sorry. Sorry.
By the time she rights herself from her apologetic bow, the middle-aged businessman she's bumped into is walking away after mumbling a half-hearted apology. Hanako looks a little put off by the experience, and as she quickly skips ahead to match my pace, I notice her head hanging low once more. She probably bumped into him because she was looking downwards and not where she was going. I step to the side a little and put one hand on her far shoulder, drawing her closer.
Isa?
It's okay. You can walk closer to me if you want. Hanako hesitates, but eventually nods in assent. After a couple times when I thought we'd arrived at Akira's destination, we reach our target. By now, we're below the elevated walkways and past the most garish and brightly lit places.
I spent the last 30 seconds adjusting my audio so I could hear the song better, only for it to double in
Yeah,
noise. It'd be too loud.
I noticed that. I was like, oh, it's kind of quiet. So I pumped it up.
No.
Back.
The idea is that they're hearing it
Well,
from
yeah.
some far off place.
I know
I'm sure
that's
you guys
true, but
realize that,
also
I just put in all this
You're
effort
good.
for it to be louder, only for it not to be too loud, and I'm like, God damn it.
I'm a bit surprised. The average age of those around us is distinctly older, and the smell of cigarette smoke is pretty thick. The area is far from seedy, though, and it's a little amusing to see Lily's reaction to the smell of smoke. While it's masked by the low talking of those around us, jazz music can be heard emanating from inside. Looking up at the dimly lit sign, it becomes obvious why. A jazz club. I have to admit, this isn't what I expected. Lily gives an amused snort and a smile.
Somehow, I feel like I should have known to talk about. Oh my god, my voice. I went to a concert a few nights ago and my voice has not fully recovered yet.
R.I.P.
Wait, what? Were you singing at the concert?
I was just screaming.
No one is
Always-
ever-
No, he was.
I
the
always sing
band
when I go
player.
to concerts. I'm singing along with the music, though.
No, Leo, no. Remember, you were the lead singer there, right?
Yes, I was the lead singer at a concert. I run an entire band, and you guys just don't know about it.
We filled in a
Check out
100,000 people stadium or something.
Check out our tourist concerts in the description below.
We're on to it.
Get tickets in the description. Support me on
don't.
Patreon at Leo Arcturus. Frank whatever.
I don't have a,
Patreon.com/LeoArcturus.
there is no Patreon for Leo Arcturus.
Unfortunately. As we talk outside, I notice more and more odd sideways glance directed our way. People awkwardly catch themselves staring and look away, but that just makes it more obvious. I had noticed this occasionally when we were walking, but it's more pronounced now. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. An average-looking Japanese teenage guy, just a little taller than normal, isn't the type to draw attention without making an effort. Hey, come on! Just because you're teenagers doesn't mean you can't have a taste, right? Well, I don't really mind the music, if that's what you mean.
I don't quite mind it either. I thought to myself, as I secretly fucking hated jazz.
Is that Kane or Hanako speaking?
Any true Western understands that jazz is the devil's music.
Jesus.
When you get a little too in character.
She's only just managing to force the words out. It contrasts heavily to when we're alone in Yamako, and it disappoints me a little that she's so highly strung for what's supposed to be a good time out on the town. It's hard to read Hanako's face as she keeps looking downwards. It's little wonder if she doesn't come out off into the city because of this, and it makes me a little thankful that my own scarring is easily hidden. Lily has a similar way of attracting people's gazes, but the reason for it is clearly different. She hardly looks like a native, and the same can be said for her sister. That much is far more noticeable than her blindness, from a distance.
The Red Velvet ended, and I was expecting the next song on the soundtrack to come on. I think it's the Music Box one is the one that comes up next, right?
Yeah.
I'll go check. I have it downloaded.
I was about to go check as well.
After Red
No,
Velvet
Leo, you
is
need to keep
Sarabande
the
from BWV. Yes, the
Yep,
music
that
box.
is the Music Box track. All right.
Anyways, onward.
She may not be able to see this for herself, but I have little doubt she can hear the odd whispered phrase from people who think they're out of earshot. Be that as it may, she doesn't seem to show any signs of either annoyance or pleasure at the attention. Akira is still as confident as ever, though. Flashing a smile, she strides in with Lily by her side as the two of us following behind. I had expected my eyes to need adjusting to the light inside, but it's not much brighter than outside. The music we'd heard is clearer now, mixed in with the sound of glasses moving on the tables and counters, and the husky chatter of the patrons. Looking to my right reveals the music source, a jazz group playing beyond some tables. The patrons seem to be mostly men, and though there's a handful of women, nobody looks under 30, aside from us, of course. feels a little like we've stepped into the 1920s, and the atmosphere is quite agreeable.
I wonder if a Japanese person would say that.
Well,
Oh.
probably not. Depends.
Yeah,
What was happening
I
in
think-
Japan in the 1920s?
They were still well into like Imperial Age Japan at that point.
I don't know if they had.
At what
jazz.
point?
What, were they still Taisho at 1920s?
Yes.
Wait, did they even have jazz in the 1920s? Like I thought that
Yes.
was just a little later.
And jazz is old. I mean, it evolved, but jazz is a very old.
No, but when you refer to the 1920s,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
way
Taisho,
that they
yeah.
are referring to the 1920s here refers specifically to the American 1920s.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like this.
Okay,
I don't
yeah,
feel
so
like
it was
this
the
metaphor
20s.
works for someone who is supposed to be of Japanese descent.
There are little comments in here that where you get the sense. Oh
Wait,
yeah.
who am I kidding?
The writers are
1920s is the jazz age. That's fucking Louis Armstrong.
Yeah.
I was confused because there's like a period before where it was like blues and then jazz evolved into
You've
that.
never heard of the
Bebops.
phrase the Rolling 20s?
The
The
beatniks.
Roaring 20s. Wait, is it the rolling or the roaring?
Roaring.
Roaring.
Okay. But yeah, whatever. No, I just got confused.
I
Which
love
I
the
should know. I literally
1920s.
studied this.
You want to know I love more than the 1920s? Left click.
19.
I haven't finished this one.
Oh shit.
I'm not completely comfortable simply because of my age, but were I older, I would probably feel quite at home, being from the 1920s.
Of course.
Hanako seems a bit more relaxed now, probably due to no one looking at her. Everyone's talking between themselves, drinking, or watching the band. Akira casually takes a seat at the counter without even glancing around. She's probably come here before. Lilly retracts her cane, filling out the bar stool on the edge of the counter before taking a seat beside her sister. The bartender takes a brief break from polishing a glass to watch her before putting it down and coming over. I feel like this
Good
should be a
evening.
tourist voice.
Okay.
This might should be a me voice. I haven't voiced a ton of this route.
You're right. You're right.
Good evening, ladies. What'll it be?
Yep. Just a scotch. Thanks. Lily?
He's Scottish. That's one of those
Oh,
things.
I got it.
It's definitely European.
I was waiting to figure out what
May I have a glass of champ?
I'm smart.
Scotch.
Scotch is in fact Scottish.
Yeah.
I have a really big tall glass of hot chocolate. Thank you very much.
May I have a glass of milk?
2% or 1%?
Carrot juice to help me with my eyesight.
I actually, you want to know what was so funny? I was in a karaoke club in Australia, right? And I didn't want to drink alcohol because it would have messed up with my meds. So I went up to the counter and I asked them for a lemonade, and the guy did not even want to bother charging me for the lemonade. So he was just like, "Fucking take it."
Really?
He was just like, "Just take it."
What? Free lemonade.
I was like, "All right, I guess."
Free lemonade. Sir, give me your finest lemonade. A
Yeah.
black suited elbow hits her side sharply.
Orange juice, please.
Have champagne.
No problem. Coming right up.
The bartender starts to pour their drinks. A couple of seconds pass before Akira suddenly remembers that Hanako and I are indeed here and turns around to us.
Thanks, Sojiro.
What?
What?
So, Jiro.
Bartender.
Wait, he
You do
tends to
anything,
copy
you're
stuff.
just gonna stand there.
That's close enough.
I really hope one of them is for hot chocolate.
Hanako seems to be getting a bit restless. No matter where we're going to seat ourselves, there's going to be people right next to her. And I don't think she looks convincingly older than 20, unlike Lily.
Hey, at least they got the
Around.
drinking age right.
Wait, is it
Looking-
20 in Japan?
It is 20 in Japan.
Wow.
Looking around, there's a game section to our right. A couple of billiards tables can be seen in the corner, and no one's using them either. I glanced to Hanako, about to ask her if she'd like to play, but she's already looking longingly in the same direction. Maybe it says something that we can get by with so few words nowadays. We'll go play pool over there. Akira leans back to see past me before shrugging and sitting back up.
It seems that you'll have to put up with only me for company. How unfortunate. That was not the voice I usually use for her, but that's fine.
Have fun, you two. We turn
I
on
can't not see Shrek's face on Akira.
Hey, hold on, guys. Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh god, what have I done?
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
I have this Shrek toggle just waiting.
You too, of course I do.
Alright.
Now before I enter this further, go, bro. Go.
The prospect of a nice quiet game away from everyone makes her walk noticeably faster. Her eyes stay firmly fixed on her prize. Not quite sure what the prize is, but whatever.
Billiards table.
Alright. Never mind. The table's full size, and well lit despite the surrounding darkness. Thanks to the bright overhead lights, a huge painting of something covers the wall.
I feel like that's the Katawa Shoujo writers making a reference to the fact that they just ripped these images off of God
Someone took a
knows
picture
where.
of the and this is great, but what's the thing on the back wall? The guy's like, oh.
If
They're like, alright, we'll write that in.
There
Wait,
aren't
what?
many people. Did Rin paint at this bar?
Nah, no titties.
I don't think
I
titties
mean-
are exactly a staple of Rin.
Have you seen her
the
painting?
Have you
Actually-
seen the mural?
There's
Truthfully,
at least 2 of them. Maybe more. Maybe a few more.
We had a whole bit where I counted every individual boob.
oh, right.
That did happen.
I think I tried to forget that.
That video is on Twitch and YouTube.
Hell yeah,
Why
brother.
would you advertise that? You're gonna get us
It's
banned.
Well,
not.
whatever you can.
It's abstract art. I think we have at least some leeway.
Leo Arcturus has been banned from Twitch.
I would not be surprised if that happened to me at some point.
Oh my god, we're not gonna make it.
There aren't many people milling about this corner of the club, and I can see Hanako becoming a little less tense as a result.
You know how to play.
Not a clue. I'm no expert, but yeah, I do.
Playing 8 ball.
Yeah. Whatever
Wait,
that
what?
is.
Is that what you say when you want to start a match?
Pool's called 8 ball.
Well, yeah.
It's also called billiards, so
I've
whatever.
No,
Right,
okay, I know that, but I didn't know, why is she saying...
8 ball might just be the specific
Is it,
name
referring
for
to,
the-
that's what I was going to say.
We
is it
generically
referring
refer to
simple-
the most common game of pool.
Oh,
as
okay,
pool
that's what I was wondering.
Or billiards.
Is that just referring to normal pool, like that?
knows?
Hanako gets the chalk and 2 cues from a set of
Thank
hooks
you very
against the wall.
Just
while I
interrupt
fetch
us,
the
please.
balls from the table's pockets and grab the rack from a shelf underneath.
Did you
Balls.
I fetch the
have to.
balls. She patiently waits as I get the table set up. After sliding the final ball into the rack and going and doing some last adjustments, I end up having to fight my perfectionist urges in getting in the bottom row of balls exactly perpendicular with the edges.
You're idiots.
Balls.
With the balls arranged and ready for play, I step back and take my cue from her outstretched arm. I carry out a quick inspection of the tip before I'm satisfied that it's in good condition.
Yep.
I swear to fucking God, Kane.
I thoroughly inspect the tip with my hands. So you've played before?
Marak.
Once
Oh.
or twice. You could say I'm knowledgeable on tips and balls.
And
I just kind of know the rules.
the air between us grows tense. The air between us feels a little awkward. She's still pretty nervous, understandably, given that we're in public. Eventually, the silence becomes too much for even Hanako, and she begins to quietly stammer.
Who's gonna break?
I think for my moment before reaching into my pocket and drawing a spare coin. I'll take heads, your tails.
A good idea. You should always just have like a head coin or coin toss coin. In
I
your
have my
pocket.
silver coin next to my gaming chair.
That's a smart idea. Is that from Empires?
No, I've just had this. What? What are you talking about?
Well, no, we've used it in Empires before, I think.
We have used it.
Yeah,
in
that's
Empires.
why.
It's a cool coin. It's from South Africa.
Well, I should just carry one around because that sounds fun. Like always having a coin.
Well, I would love to carry this around, but it's like $42. So if I
Well,
lose
a
it
cheaper
somewhere-
coin, like one of those stupid Pokemon things, maybe.
If you could find a
The
dollar coin,
plastic
that'd be cool.
Pokemon coins that come
I
with
had
a
the
feature
different
that's right.
boxes.
But lose all respect.
Yeah, you
Actually,
gotta have
no.
something metal at the very least. At least make
Yeah,
it out
no.
of aluminum or something.
Yeah, no, you need something more fun.
Actually, aluminum might be too light. Anyway, after a nod of agreement from Hanako,
Hard
I flick the
fixing.
coin up in the air and catch it and flip it.
You know what's funny, CD? Oh, sorry. I thought you were done with that because you took a weird pause. Let me finish this real quick. You know what's funny, CD? I actually, I don't really like playing guitar with a pick, so I just don't bother for the most part. So I don't really have an issue of needing to have guitar picks on me at all times.
That's just something you should do anyways, even if you don't use it.
Did you guys hear
Just
the
flex. Like, yeah, I play
What?
guitar with a pick. Out of
Did you guys hear the coin? Here, I'll try this again.
Oh.
No, I didn't hear it. You have to kind of say something as you do.
Damn it. All right,
You
let's
have
go.
to-
I heard it.
Alright, there we go. We
That
got
sounded
it.
nice.
Okay.
Put it
After-
in the
oops.
highlight. Sick coin sound.
Hey, but
It
was it
sounded-
heads or tails?
Oh, fuck you.
So,
Round two.
Here we go.
It's heads.
Nice.
Sweet.
all right, now let's see if you were
I
right.
could turn my thing up to max. After a nod of agreement from Hanako, I flick the coin up in the air, catch it, and flip it over onto the back of my left hand. Looks like it's you that gets to break. Yeah. I don't...
Thanks, game.
Leo,
We really
rewind.
wanted to know what it was.
What?
Leo, rewind!
Oh. That's what you meant.
I'll take
No.
heads or tails.
Damn
Okay, so yeah, we got it wrong.
5 months up
Thanks,
that
now I
bridge.
really want a coin.
it. Looks like it's you that gets to break. I have 6 other coins. Maybe I'll give you one as a present when I come down there.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm not the best at guitar, CD. I do enjoy playing it, but I'm like
Bet
a
you
very
skills.
middle of the road guitarist.
ESTs, let's go.
Have you practiced... What the fuck? This is a very strange art style. Like, stranger than usual.
All right,
Yeah.
there's a bingo square.
At least it's not the satin thing.
Brand
I
new
mean,
what?
art
now it's
style
not
is a
denim at
bingo
all.
square.
Oh wait,
now
yeah,
it looks
it's
like
not.
leather.
Now it looks like
It does
clothing.
look like
Wait, how do you? God, drawing clothing is hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Denim would probably just be very liney clothing. Hence the texture.
Damn.
Yo,
Hanako
shit,
nods.
Sir.
Go on.
Oh
All
no,
right.
it's a weird coincidence in the chat that CD just figured.
Oh yeah, no, I see that now.
I'll
I
unfollow
love how I
before-
go to any of either CD or Whiskers profiles, and under the messages sent thing, it just says 999 plus.
message at 900. Does it actually?
It just doesn't go above 999. I assume because so few people stick around for streams for long enough to accumulate that many.
Mhm.
Thank you for reminding me, CD. I remembered I have to go buy something tomorrow.
Nah.
My mother's birthday is also the 25th.
Oh,
You
Tell
want
her
to
happy
know,
birthday
like,
for me.
freak coincidence, Marak? You want to know what also happens to be tomorrow?
What's up?
Hypnage's mom's birthday.
Huh.
oh.
I mean,
Right. Whose other?
No way.
birthday
You
is
want
it
to
that
know
we
a
don't
freak
know?
coincidence?
Yes.
It's not my mom's birthday.
Holy shit, dude! This is
I mean-
getting out of hand.
there's a lot of similar birthdays in our family. When is well, August 2nd. I don't know if that's all of you guys', but definitely on my side of the family, there's a lot of August 2nds.
Yeah,
don't
I'm not gonna say their names
remember.
out loud, but there is one
Yeah,
of our
let's not
aunts.
dox anybody now.
One of our aunts is August 2nd.
Yes.
Hey, CD's mom's birthday. Where's the 23rd?
What the frick? What is going on?
All right, now there's someone on the 24th who hasn't revealed themselves.
No. Hanako,
Denied.
Go, Morocco,
well,
before,
let's see,
please.
what is exactly 8 to 9 months before Halloween?
February?
February 14th.
Wait.
Anyway, Hanako nods again before taking up her
Guys.
position at the end of the table.
I'm so lost.
So in February, there's this little thing called Valentine's Day where you show your love for your significant other.
What does that have to
And
do
one
with
way to
Halloween?
show your, and when you show one way to, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, it
I
takes
swear to
9 months
fucking
for a
God, you
kid to
picked
come.
the most generic possible way to say that.
I...
Yeah, Halloween is
Fair
roughly little less than 9 months after Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
now I get what you're implying.
Around 8 1/4 months.
That took me so long. God freaking dang it, every time.
Closer to 8.5, wouldn't it be?
Well, February 14th to October 30th is where we're at.
31st.
Yeah, that's like
Oh,
that's,
30.
that's 17
8.5.
days.
Oh, we were talking. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I'm talking about. I'm kind of dumb. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Yes, you
What?
are.
We have got very off topic.
Read, please.
Hanako nods again before taking up her position at the end of the table. She's not usually this quiet around me, but I'm not wholly sure if it's because of the tidbit of information about her class that's about to come make us go.
What?
No, like,
Huh?
Go.
Get a bit of
You
information
heard the
about
man.
it.
Did you not?
Oh well,
I'm
continue.
I'm gonna
I'm
stop
gonna-
reading like that.
No, you should. It's funny.
No.
Well, let
What
me do
piece
it.
of
I wanna be
information?
That she plays pool.
Her
Serious?
house was caught in a deadly pool fire.
That's what happened. Someone hit the 8-ball so hard it exploded.
Left burn marks on the freaking pool table.
There's no chalk on that pool stick.
A criminal act,
He must
Hanako.
have need it.
The cue comes back in a practiced gesture before smacking dead in the center of the cue ball with a thud. The white ball skates across the smooth green expanse before smashing into the carefully arranged balls at the other end.
Wait, is a cue stick? Wait, is a pool stick called a cue?
Yeah.
Yes.
What? How
It
have I
is
never
the-
known this?
Ball skitter.
You.
Balls skitter across the table at high
Guys,
speed.
God.
The break was
We are
good,
the
with the
worst.
balls being nicely distributed around the table. My eyes are already flicking from one to another to pick out the easiest candidates to pocket. Hanako retreats from the side and I take my shot.
I too keep balls in my pocket.
Just like the coin. Hisao is actually a hoarder.
Well, hot damn.
It's only after Hanako says this that I realize the ball I was shooting at was sunk. I look at her and notice a small smile on her face. It's nice how playing games seems to loosen her up a little. Guess I'm Stripes then.
It's my title name.
Yep.
Wait, what?
The
It's
scene
the
is
name
called
of the scene.
Solids and Stripes. Remember when I said earlier, "Oh, we're on Solids and Stripes"? and
Why
acted
did
all
I-
excited
It all
about
I
makes
it?
sense
wondered.
now.
I was like, what is that referring to? And I've literally seen that like CG of Hanako playing pool, and I did not connect the dots.
I did not either, to be honest. I take a step back and let her take the next shot, but she doesn't advance to the table. Rather, she looks down a little and rubs her arm. By now, I can identify this as one of her gestures that means she wants to say something, but isn't sure enough of herself to do it. What's up?
It's just, you had a nice smile. Do you like playing this?
I sigh and lean back against the table. I like playing you. I think I was smiling because it's really nostalgic, though. Hanako tilts her head quizzically.
I think it stands the fuck up. What?
Every other part of her like tilted, except her head in that moment.
Is it just me, or does she have like a horizontal scar above her left eye?
Is that not her
I
eyebrow?
thought that was supposed to be
Wait,
an
what?
eyebrow.
It's
Wait,
really
no,
long
you're
for
right.
an
No, you're
eyebrow.
right. There's
though.
like a line there, just
Yeah,
like
no.
a drawn-on line, which I don't think is
And it's
supposed to be
separate from her eyebrow because you can see her eyebrow just slightly under.
Oh god.
Freaking shook it to death.
People can't see this, but
No,
your
that is
screen
part of
jiggling.
the stream. That's not your desktop.
I know. I'm trying. I had to check though because it looks so abnormal.
It does. Oh well.
A
art issue.
unibrow.
It's a really lopsided unibrow.
Yep.
It's all on one side.
Me and my friends used to play pool in game centers near where we lived pretty often, and at night too.
We were rebels back then.
Well, wouldn't your parents?
Wouldn't your parents? My parents were both work, so they didn't
Oh
mind
my
me.
god.
That really got you.
Just for that one. Just for that one, he shall. Lily, break out Lucille. Does anyone get that reference, please?
No, wait.
Walking Dead.
Isn't that the bat from Walking Dead?
No, god damn it. There's an episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where they're playing pool, and the dad tells the butler, break out Lucille, and he starts playing like this fucking godly game of pool. This inhumanly well done game of pool with his cue called Lucille.
I'm gonna
I
just
just
go
like-
ahead and mark off Facetious Empires Gang on the bingo.
Well, that was a harsh one. No. That came from a dark place.
Okay, my joke was a good, lighthearted joke. It just so happened to coincide with a really bad joke.
I thought you were meaning like Lucy, or not Lucy.
No,
Lilly
yeah,
beat the shit
bat.
out of Hisao with a bat.
Yes, same.
I'm gonna go ahead and mark off someone messes up their line followed by a curse word because I know we've gotten that one.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, I said sorry because I wasn't paying attention, tapped in, and Hanako's line was sorry, and then so I said it.
Oh yeah, that would mean we also got sorry I was muted.
Awesome.
Let me just make sure I didn't miss any other ones. Oh, here, let's just... No, we're not going to do that. Go ahead.
My parents both work, so they didn't mind me not being in the house. I stayed on top of schoolwork pretty easily as well, so there was plenty of time to do other stuff at night.
Oh my god.
Our conversation dies down, with Hanako's timidity getting the better of her. In response, I get off the table and let her have her turn shooting.
Trying.
There aren't many solids in easy positions, so Hanako bends down and takes a while to line herself up properly. Hanako, that was a weird cut.
Yeah, what the
Hanako's
fuck?
expression
That
is
was
the
me
same
hitting
as
the
when we
mute
played-
key. Don't worry about it.
I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't.
Oh wait.
Is
Wait.
it?
What
Go
the fuck?
back.
I thought we were talking about the visuals.
Stop it.
I'm lost.
You're giving me Umineko PTSD. Please stop.
Hanako's expression is the same as when we play chess. A relaxed but focused concentration. Athletes sometimes talk about getting into a zone where nothing unnecessary enters their mind. And I wonder if that's something Hanako can do. Her posture is good. Better than mine, to be sure. It's very close to a textbook method of playing, whereas I tend to contort myself into whatever position I feel is most natural for the shot I'm taking. She lines up the cue. The cue comes back, and she does a couple of practice movements to make sure she's lined up correctly. Hanako takes games so seriously. It's the only real hobby I know she has, outside of reading. It feels good to be able to share this kind of experience with her. She takes the shot after careful consideration, and the cue ball zooms off towards a ball sitting at a slightly awkward angle near a corner. Hanako's careful preparation pays off as the cue ball hits and
That
sends
one's
the
not
ball
funny.
rolling. What?
That one wasn't funny.
Alright. Good shit.
Like sadness.
And sends the ball rolling towards the quarterback.
What the fuck?
For a moment,
He didn't even do it on the second one, and you laughed anyways.
For a moment, it looks like it'll stop just on the lip of the hole, but it eventually tilts just enough to drop in.
Oh.
Man, that was a hard shot. If you can pull that off, I don't think I have much hope.
Sorry, I just got an update from my work. Apparently there are people stuck in one of the elevators right now, so that's fun. I'm not on duty, so that's not my job. Wait, I'm not on duty, right? Hold on. Okay, I'm not on duty.
Okay, now the eyebrow looks way better.
Yeah. Oh, it is an eyebrow. What the fuck?
It's
Yeah,
very
now
long.
it's not just a line.
It's just very long, yeah.
The problem
They
with
did
the other
something-
one, it was like literally perpendicular. It was like literally parallel at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, and also one of her hair strands looked like a second eyebrow too.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Anyways, I'm not that good.
It's not just the shot, though. Even when lining it up, you looked pretty serious. You'd like this with chess, too. The praise makes her a little flustered. She sets the cue against the table and stands, turning to me.
I just like those kinds of things.
Her fingers are twisting and turning slightly.
When I was in the orphanage, I just kept doing the things I liked before. If I played games with others, that was enough for the other helpers there, so...
Oh. Was this discussed, like, at all?
No.
No.
I mean, I guess it makes sense intuitive. Well, maybe not. But yeah, if you
Depends on
lose
when
your
her parents
parents, then I guess you either.
I'm not gonna say anything because I don't remember how much of the story you guys know yet.
All we know is parents died in a fire, both of them, so it's assumed, but they
we
never...
assume, but yeah, it's not
I mean,
actually
sometimes you go with family or something, so it is a little weird.
family.
Or no.
I never thought about it that way.
It's been
Staff
a
at an arson.
long day without you, my friend.
Where did this come
I'm not
from?
joining you on this one.
Family.
You said family, and for whatever reason, I started thinking of Fast and Furious because they say
That's what it was in
family
reference
that.
to, baby.
And so then I started singing one of the songs that's I think it's Fast and Furious 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
Which the funniest part of that about that is that I've never watched a single Fast and Furious movie.
I never thought about it that way. Staff at an orphanage would naturally want to have everyone socialize at least a little. If it is okay for me to ask, what was it like for you at the orphanage?
Why? Shit. Why do you want to know?
I touched
Weather
a
boy?
nerve.
Weather boy.
Sorry.
I touched a nerve, but the fact she's responded at all shows there's at least a chance she'll answer my question. Before, she would have just likely strunk away without a word.
I'll tell you, but...
What?
Could you tell me who, Iwanako is?
Iwanako. Oh, the letter.
Iwanako.
Sounds like something tropical. I wonder how long she's been waiting for the right opportunity to ask me this. I'm surprised, but don't hesitate. Sharing information is naturally a matter of give and take. She's someone I used to like. Her nervousness subsided, at least for the time it took for her to ask. Her curiosity is getting the better of her, and I feel a bit uncomfortable to be questioned on this of all matters. There's no way I could spill out all my feelings about Iwanako here. I don't even know myself what my feelings are regarding her, even after talking to Yuko earlier. And I want to avoid the subject around Hanako. Hanako doesn't look overly satisfied with the awkward ending to the discussion, but thinks better of continuing it. She was only just managing to ask me in the first place, without knowing that I wouldn't want to talk about it at all. I moved to finally take my own shot. The lack of talking between us is filled by the chatter of other patrons and the band at the other end of the club. Finding a shot that doesn't look too difficult, I try and shoot for it. The cue ball taps the ball. There's a lot of balls here. I feel like the writer knew about this. And the trajectory is about right, but I put in too much power. It grazes the corner of the hole and moves off to the side, just skirting the pocket. I grit my teeth a little. I was pretty good at this game, and it's frustrating to have deteriorated so much. I step back and let Hanako have her turn, glancing towards the counter where Lilly and Akira are sitting. They're talking busily between themselves and seem to be having a good time. I turn back to Hanako as she takes her shot. With the same face as before, she lines herself up and sharply pushes the cue. Just as before, she sinks the ball she was aiming for. It drops into the side pocket more cleanly than the last, though. It looks as if she's getting a bit more into the groove of the game. Nicely done. She hesitates for a moment and begins to address me without turning her head.
The orphanage was nice. Felt a bit like Yamaku does. And the staff was really kind. But as the years went on, I realized something. I was different.
Is it just me, or does her face look really weird here?
It's because, like,
Kind of does.
well, her face normally looks like that, but
No, just the angle.
She's got like lines around her eye to her mouth.
yeah, no, she does. It's like they tried shading it properly, but it looks more like wrinkled paper than shading.
Yeah, that's actually a very good description.
God damn it, you drew my attention to it. I didn't even notice it. Now I can't unsee it.
My fault. Also, I noticed this a while ago, and I haven't pointed out. Katawa Shoujo does this thing where it uses like straight lines to try and draw the socket of the eye itself, and it always looks weird. Because it tries adding, if you look just slightly above her eye, you can see the line of her eye socket. But it feels out of place because the eyes don't match with it.
No, yeah,
Rings
that
frame-
ain't right.
Yeah, Rin's
Also-
frames are like this too.
So is it just me, or is her right arm a little bit extended back?
It's like thrown over her back.
To be fair, that's normally how you hold an arm playing pool. At least that's how it feels.
Sort of.
I don't know. It just
If
feels
you
a
don't
little
look at it
far.
too hard, you can almost ignore it. But it's like, it looks,
It is a weird
It looks
pose,
wrong.
but not an impossible pose.
yeah, I guess. It sort of makes sense. The more, if you look at it enough, you're like, now hold on, wait a minute. But
Anyway, let's stop this before we get more distracted. It feels strange to hear her
Distracted,
speak so candidly about herself. She's audibly forcing the words out. It reminds me of when she insisted she tell me about the fire. Hanako must feel that she has to tell me of such things, if I'm willing to tell her about my own past. Her grip on the cue tightens as she continues to speak.
Most of the children, they were up for adoption, just like I was. But unlike me, they gradually left. One by one. By the time I went to Yamaku, I was among the oldest children there. For a while, I helped with some of the younger children. But eventually,
I lay a hand on her shoulder. She's forcing herself by now. It's okay. She looks mildly surprised for a moment, but then nods before setting down her cue and turning towards me.
you really think so?
Yeah, I think so. Even while Lily's away, I'll be around to protect you, right? Hanako looks at me for a long time, and I'm taken a bit off guard. Her expression hasn't changed from before, still looking somewhat maudlin. Maudlin?
Maudlin.
Maudlin.
Malden.
Maulding. Fuck, maudlin. And the silences between us aren't unusual. I think it's the fact that she's holding such prolonged eye contact that makes this feel a bit odd.
Don't say it, Leo. Don't say it, Leo.
I was resisting the same urge.
I am so confused. What?
Prolonged eye contact.
Prolonged my god!
I got tagged.
It's a Bo Burnham thing.
I figured. It feels as if she's judging me. It's a very strange, vaguely uncomfortable feeling.
Empire's gang bursts into song. There's another bingo square.
Yep.
Hanako?
Thank you. I fucked that line up. Oh, well.
She smiles and looks away a little, but it still feels stifled. Hanako isn't very good at faking emotions, and this is no exception. Wait, so is Hanako still an orphan?
I mean,
I
she's now she's a legal adult at this point in time. So
Wait, is
no,
She was 17.
everyone is 18.
Everyone is 18 in this game.
Do you become not an orphan when you're an adult?
Well,
Yes.
because
Once
you
you
no
are
longer need a
legally-
guardian.
Mhm.
Well, you don't stop being an orphan. You just
You just stop
Hard
needing a
adult.
parental figure.
Yeah, they kick you
become
out.
legally able to take care of yourself. I move to the table and take my turn to try and distract myself, but it doesn't seem to work. Does she think I'm not up to the task of helping her? Is she disappointed in me? I'm probably overthinking this. While her silence are just an accepted fact of life by now, sometimes I do wish she'd speak more. With a thud, I send the white sphere careening down the table to my target. Hanako sees what's happening just as I do. The ball hits hard, but the striped ball I'd intended to sink veering off towards the 8-ball. Sure enough, as both Hanako and I look on and bite our lips, they connect, and the black ball rolls leisurely into a corner pocket. All I can do is sigh. Looks like Hanako is smiling again, though, so maybe it wasn't all for naught. That was an awful shot. You win. It seems like getting pretty rusty after all that time. Hanako bends down and begins to shoot the remaining balls into the closest pockets. I almost ask if we could play another game, but a quick check of my watch confirms that the night is getting pretty late.
What? A game of pool does not take that long.
They went in. They shot like 3 balls.
5 turns passed.
I guess the concept of time applies to us. As in, they've been taking those 3 turns for how long we've been going on tangents.
We've been. Oh. Lilly and Hanako appear to still be drinking at the counter. Seems like we'll have to drag them away.
It's what I get for not paying attention. I'm choking on my own spit.
No.
He's out.
We should have like a someone dies bingo square.
He's out. Fucking
Breathe through
tears
your
in
nose,
my
guys.
eyes. Thank you.
I turn back to Hanako, who's still looking over the pool table shooting balls. I didn't actually put any emphasis on that one, that just happened.
Ball.
Her voice sounds different from before.
I'm here for you as well.
Okay.
okay. What the fuck was?
Said her voice sounds different.
Because Hanako just had something in her throat this whole time.
Uncowboy's temper.
Oh. I suddenly find myself blushing. It's only natural that she'd respond this way, given what I said earlier, but it's still a shock to actually hear. Especially not in her native tongue. Just what is my relationship with this girl? I want to protect her, to make her happy. I'm not really sure that it's something like love, but I don't think these are the same kinds of feelings I have for Lilly either. I feel sorry for her, having gone through so much in her life. Her parents died in a house fire, and she lived in an orphanage for much of her childhood. Can't even imagine that kind of life. I feel like there's so little I can do for her, especially now that Lilly is going to be leaving the country. Hanako and I finish tidying up the table and cues, and pick up Lilly and Akira on our way out of the club. It feels like something changed between Hanako and me. I can't quite place what it is, but Hanako is acting differently now. I feel like we're further apart, if anything. So, you enjoy yourselves?
Oh,
Hanako
yep.
and-
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Let's just take that as Hanako's response. Hanako and I both nod and agree. The game was good, and we did both learn more about each other, so it's an honest answer. Lily appears to be a little distracted. Worried about the trip, Lily? She pauses before sighing and smiling weakly.
Little. It means quite a bit.
The comment earns her a clap on the shoulder from her sister. Hanako smiles back, too.
You'll be okay, Lily. I hope you can enjoy your time over there.
Thank you, Hanako. I'll try to. It'll be a nice break. It'll be nice. Oh my god. It'll be nice to be back with my family after all, no matter for how brief of a time it may be.
With that, the four of us begin to walk to the car park where Akira's car is. We continue to talk between ourselves, but it's mostly just small talk. Boo-doo-doo.
Alright guys, I would like to point out that that was the end of the first scene that we have completed tonight, and it took us almost an hour.
You're goddamn right.
Right then, are you taking the bus, Lily? So, you can't rush these things, Leo. Lily motions to a large suitcase standing beside her.
I'll have to take this with me, so I've booked a taxi. It'll meet us at the school gates in about 5 minutes.
Ah, I see. Naruhodo. Lily reaches down and feels out the handle of her suitcase. Its weight causes her some difficulty, so I quickly offer to take it myself.
That is awfully kind of you, Hisao.
She has no qualms about accepting, and I end up picking it up. It's not what I'd call light, but it's not exactly heavy either. I don't think I'll have too much trouble carrying it.
Well, thank you then. We should hurry though. If the taxi leaves, then it will take quite a while to book a new one. Are you ready, Hanako?
Yeah, well, let's go.
Akimasu. We rush to the gate as fast as we can, only to find that the taxi has yet to arrive. Well, nothing like a bit of exercise in the morning. The nurse told me I should be doing that.
I think he probably had other things in mind, Hisao. And probably with more regularity. Do you intend to be helping people with their luggage every day?
Guess not. Looks like we've got a bit to wait anyway. How long should we wait for the taxi before calling them again?
I would say another 10 minutes, but they've never let me down before. There's probably just a little traffic.
Is one of us going with her, or are we literally just letting her go by herself?
I would assume her sister's there with her.
Why would Akira need a taxi?
Yeah, wouldn't she just drive
yeah,
him?
you're right. I thought you meant
Seems like a bad idea. How will
She's a
she
strong,
know where she
independent
is?
she's a strong, independent one.
She is, but whatever. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Echolocation, bro.
Sure, she definitely has that. That's why she has the cane. Okay then. So how long is the flight to Scotland?
About 16 hours, if I remember correctly. It's a bit hard to tell with the changing time zones.
Really? I guess Japan is pretty far away.
That's so goddamn long.
Alright.
I'm glad to see your voices back. It's now that I realize Hanako's been unusually quiet, even
Wait.
for her.
You guys want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Flights to Scotland from Japan, it is longer than that. It is like 22 hours on average.
Oh my god.
Is that because it goes against the wind current or something?
Probably.
Well, no, if you're going from Scotland.
Oh, wait.
to
No,
Japan-
Google results are just fucking stupid. It's 12.
Oh,
From Japan to Scotland.
swag.
That's
doesn't
elapsed time, not with time zones.
Yeah, not with
Right.
time zone. Cool.
But you don't really measure a flight by the time zones.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be prudent. Now that I realize Hanako's been unusually quiet, even for her. She doesn't handle stress well, so she's looking really uptight. Yeah, I can't imagine being on a plane for that long. I've only ever flown on a short family holiday up north, so it really is quite hard to fathom. If Hanako spent so much of her childhood at an orphanage, she's probably traveled very little, let alone flown.
It's not too bad. I'll spend most of it either asleep or catching up on my English. I hardly use that here, so I need to re-familiarize myself with it a little.
What the fuck is happening? Did you just go south?
Huh?
What?
Will your accent be a problem? I don't really speak like that.
Am I going insane? I thought... Never mind.
Wait, what just
No,
happened?
what just
I'm
happened?
confused as well.
Your accent for Lily just went a little weird there.
I can't do it right. I don't know. I can't do it very well right now, and I don't know why.
Well, because your voice is shot.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't worry about that too much. It may be an issue initially, but I should be fine once I get used to it.
We all moved to sit down on the small bench beside the school gate in silence. Strangely enough, even though I know that Lily's going away, I can't think of anything to say to her. Lily is a reliable person, so it might be because she isn't the one that I'm thinking of the most. Lily might not be able to see it, but Hanako's chewing her fingernails nervously. I move to talk to her, but can hear an engine straining up the hill before I get the chance. I think the taxi's on its way.
Well spotted, Hisao. I only just heard it as well.
God dang it! Why did that happen?
Sounded
What?
fine.
No, something
Yeah,
else.
that was
Don't worry
good.
about it.
Okay. A small wave of pride washes over me. To have noticed something at the same time as Lily must mean that I've grown more aware of my surroundings.
Too bad we
Gets
can't be
hit in the
more
head with a
aware of your
baseball.
relationships with other people.
Damn!
Oh, shoot.
Anyway, we won't have to call the taxi company nor worry about missing Lily's plane. How close together did you schedule this taxi? Never mind, I don't know what Japanese airplane
Yeah,
etiquette is
me-
like. But
Actually,
I don't know.
as a very brief tangent, I'll try and keep this quick. In Australia, it is customary to show up for flights much closer to their expected departure time than it would be in the US. And I think part of that is because plane security in Australia is way less rigid than it is in the US.
Yeah,
Really?
they did not have 9/11.
Well, yes.
I regularly, while I was flying in Australia, got through security in about 5 minutes.
God damn.
Like
Wow.
it took me like from the time I got to the airport to the time I got to my gate was regularly about no more than around 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really quick in Australia at the very least. So I don't know. I think the US specifically is hypersensitive about it because of,
9/11.
A certain event.
a certain event that happened on September the 11th in 2001.
2001, where 2 hijacked airplanes hit the Twin Towers in New York
I was trying to be,
on
Now we're
9/11.
now we're just given a history lesson.
now it's
Although Leo was implicating that, but Ken is just balls to the walls. Yeah, remember 9/11? That thing that happened
To quote great comedian Norm Macdonald, 9/11.
here? Classic. Once the taxi stops where we're standing, the driver rolls down a window and leans over. After confirming that, yes, Lily is the same Lily Sato that booked the trip, we sort out her luggage. The driver opens the trunk of the taxi and takes Lily's suitcase, with Lily climbing into the back seat as he loads it into the trunk and slams it shut. After getting back into his seat and shutting the doors, he waits for us to say our farewells.
Have a safe trip, Lily. Don't let the cows. I give up.
Don't let
the cows chew
cows
your
of
ear.
Scotland.
the cast.
I was thinking like don't let the bed bugs bat, but I couldn't think of a good translation.
Genki no.
I mean, stammering, parents dead. Oh, shit.
Oh my god, wait! I just walked out.
Don't let your house catch on fire.
Gets worse every
Hanako
session.
Hanako looks understandably downcast, and that much is obvious even in her voice.
Of course I will. I'll be back here before long, don't worry. There'll be another person here for you too, won't there, Hisao?
Yeah, of course. Oh god.
CD, what the
Oh,
fuck?
the fuck?
I turn and smile to Hanako, putting my hand on her shoulder. She only manages to keep eye contact with me for a couple of seconds, her cheeks red all the while before turning back to Lily. Take care, Lily. See ya.
Johnny.
Arrivederci.
Sayonara.
Arrivederci.
I'm sure you say goodbye in Gaelic.
Gaelic back.
No.
Damn.
Shut that down immediately.
I'm looking it up. Hold on.
Schlong.
Schlong.
Wait, is that
Long?
Not schlong. You fuck.
No,
What is-
Parisi said long.
Oh,
No,
thought
I
you
said schlong.
Oh,
Okay.
of
Long,
course she
Lily.
did.
Don't get schlonged.
It just
Lily gives her
doesn't
farewell.
stop getting worse.
It doesn't get stopped getting worse.
We really do need to hurry the hell up.
Alright, go.
Yes, okay.
Lily, give it a
No, shh. Lily gives her farewells to the both of us with a fair measure of reluctance. Without further ado, the driver starts the engine once more and begins the journey down the hill towards the airport. The two of us stand at the gates for a long time, even after they've disappeared from sight, not really knowing what to do. So, what do you want to do?
Direct into the point.
I don't know. Oh,
When the lights
Oh,
go down
fudge.
in
Decisions?
the
No.
city.
I really don't. Boom. But okay.
In the sun
Do we want to go to the city?
Nope.
I don't know. What's
I'm
the...
putting the vote in chat.
Oh shit! I
Yes,
forgot that
Leo,
existed.
is there any, like, really big importances to this?
I would assume so.
Yes, this is a very important choice.
This is our first decision in, like, 3 streams. This is a very... How about we call it
This
a
is
day?
one of 2 decisions that ultimately decide whether and which route of Hanako, which ending of Hanako's that you get.
Do I want to know what the bad ending is?
All right, no, I got a better one.
Oh, we do it a Discord
All right.
poll?
Vote in Leo's den.
How do I...
That
Frick.
I would argue that is not. It has nothing to do with going to bed.
I'm looking for a good emoji, but there's nothing that
Nah,
precise.
just react. There's already 2.
No, I want my own.
Snooze, you lose. Caprese,
What?
vote. Leo's den.
Whoa.
Do we go to bed or do we go to town?
Whoa.
Oh, we go to town, boy.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a weird way of phrasing it.
We go to town. Understand? Comprende?
Well, go vote.
Go vote!
We're 2-2
I
right now.
am. Navigating Discord is a nightmare.
Alright,
for
we
me.
got Kane, Caprice,
understandable.
and CD have voted in favor of going out into the city.
No,
Way
wait.
down south.
Actually,
City
we'll
with the
click
grass
the
is
thing
green,
and then I want to
eerie
know.
city.
Or is it a bad idea if we know? Was that the right choice?
I ain't telling you.
Fuck.
Alright, touche.
Unless you guys...
No. I actually think it's a cool idea to keep it secret.
I
I
don't care.
feel like I too often tell you, like, the implications of the choice
I'm
you just
curious to
made.
see where this goes because I could see it. Frankly, I could see it going either way. I mean, either choice could work. If
Okay,
it
let's
wasn't Hisao
live with
making
our
one of these
consequences and move on. So we are
Yeah,
not.
yeah, good point.
stuck
Before I
around.
distract us with one
Bus
thing
stop.
wrong. to say.
Standing by the school gate like a mute sentinel puts a strange idea in my mind. Do you want to head into town and look for a bookshop or something? We have the rest of the day free. I know you like Barnes and Nobles. It's a long shot, but... And as Hanako doesn't like going into the city, I count the fact that we managed to get her out there, even when it was so dark, as a small miracle. But I genuinely want to spend more time with her. Anyway, she's likely to just refuse and go back.
Alright, then.
Really?
Yeah, let's go.
I can't work out why Hanako has decided to agree with me, but I'm not about to ask her to change her mind. Stepping off the bus, I immediately noticed that a lot of people around us. In hindsight, it should have been obvious. Of course lots of people will be downtown on a Saturday afternoon. Hanako retreats close to my side, and I can feel her hand clutching my arm tightly. Her body is held against mine, and her head is bowed so low that her hand hides most of her scarring. So where shall we go? Bookshop? Hanako's present and my other general living expenses have pretty much drained my funds. But I should be able to afford a few books. This is a Leo Arcturus moment. It's something I try to reserve a few funds for anyway.
Mr. spent several $1,000s on books.
Yep.
I may not be up to several thousand. It might still be under the 2,000 mark.
Hey, these books.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, the pizza here.
I read this one.
Oh, yes, me. Oh, yes, me.
No,
What are
no.
you talking about? For a second, I think Hanako didn't hear me, but then I looked to my side and noticed her nodding almost imperceptibly.
Oh my god, OBS.
Clutched to me like a little gremlin.
Alrighty. Do you know of any?
Yeah, it's this awesome store named Barnes & Noble's. Actually,
Nah,
I
we
do.
gotta go to Borders bookstore.
What the
I'm
fuck
more
is
of a-
that?
I mean, personally, it's not anywhere near here, so we don't have the chance to visit, but I'm quite a fan of the Library of Alexandria.
Excuse me? Like
You
the
know.
one that got burnt down, like your house?
Well, if you want to fucking call out the obvious, alright then.
I was just saying it just in case anyone else didn't know.
Thank you for the history lesson, Hisao. Let's continue on, you dumb
They
fuck.
say that if the Library of Alexandria wasn't burned down, we'd be in Mars by now. Anyway, actually I do. We passed you when Lilly and I were looking for your presents. Anako's expression clouds a fraction. I've got to remember to stop bringing up her birthday.
But you spend a lot of time?
Or maybe I misjudged the situation. You wanted to make sure we got the right present after all. Hanako smiles and blushes a bit. It's a small treasure when she does. Is this hands? Anyway, there should be a bookshop just up ahead. Do you want to check it out?
Sure.
The crowds start to build as we as we head towards the bookshop along the raised walkways. Hanako latches her other arm onto me as well, making our progress a little slower. As we walk, the sound of traffic makes me think of a possible distraction for her. I was wondering, Hanako, have you thought yet about when you're going to learn to drive? Yeah, you're kind of lucky in a way. There aren't a whole lot of students in Yamaku that are allowed to drive. It's not the best topic of conversation, but I really want to try and distract Hanako from the situation. She's really highly strung right now. Then again, all I've really done is make her feel awkward, since she's probably never thought about it. I wish I hadn't said anything.
Why do I feel like we chose the bad ending?
Hanako's gonna stab us. Before long, we are before one of the bookshops Lily and I passed by during our search. Oh my god. I had a stroke. What kind of self-respecting bookshop closes on Saturday?
Bookshops don't make much money anymore because of the internet. Maybe they just had to close over weekends?
Our internet historian. She seems pretty knowledgeable about technology. I guess it's a pursuit that would lend itself well to someone who enjoys solitude. Huh. I guess that makes sense. It is easier to find books online. Anyway, it looks like this idea is shot. Anything else you'd like to do?
If it's not a bother, could you show me where you bought my present?
Sure, not a problem. It's not far from here. Othello's Antiquities.
It is 3 feet to the right.
Nah.
I head off in the direction of the store, only half sure of its exact location. I don't want a repeat of last time, spending half of the day walking around aimlessly. Here we are, Othello's Antiques.
It's small.
Yes, well, yes. It took Lilly and me some time to find it.
Can we go in?
No. I don't see why not. It's open.
Ding 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 ding.
This reminds me of Rin a lot. Anyway, Hanako pushes through the door and enters before me. Once again, the store is empty save for the store owner.
I don't feel like this is a song we hear much on Hanako's route specifically.
No,
Air guitar, that's what I thought.
that's because this is the song that plays while you're doing the mural painting with Rin.
I miss Rin.
I miss her.
Oh god. His face drops a little when he sees me.
Stop a shop owner jump scare.
Who voiced this guy again?
I did. Oh, you're not here for a return, are you? Wait, that's not the girl you had with you last time. No, we're not here to return anything. We were just in town and wanted to have another look in here. The store owner considers this for a long time. I guess he's not used to high school students coming into his shop on a regular basis. Might this be the friend you bought gifts for? Sonotori. They were presents for her. The store owner turns to Hanako, who freezes on the spot like a deer caught in the headlights. He moves to address her, but stops before doing so, looking a little taken aback. He catches himself staring and looks to the side, addressing us indirectly. His expression is awkward and tense, as is his entire body. I want to be mad at him, but I know full well I had the same instinctive reaction when I first saw her. First surprise, then curiosity, and then an awkward look away as I dealt with what I'd seen. Hanako looks less pent than before, but I think that the feeling she's giving off now is worse. It's not anger, nor annoyance. If anything, it's one of apology. You're lucky there, young lady, to have friends that care about you as much as they do.
Thank you, creepy old shriveled up fucking prune of a man.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, that was unnecessary.
Oh, is you staring at my fucking burns?
Oh, well, fair.
If I hadn't spent so much time with Hanako, I wouldn't even have realized that he'd said. What? If I hadn't spent so much time with Hanako, I wouldn't even have realized that she said anything. Then again, the store owner's mumble was hardly clear either, thanks in part to being directed away from us. Hanako strikes out into the store, gazing in wonder at the various items on display. She finds the doll section and spends lingering minutes studying each and every one. The side of Hanako I've only barely been introduced into. I was astonished when Lilly said she liked dolls, and even more so to find her collection sitting on the dresser.
All 2 of them.
All 2 of those disgusting, disfigured things.
Dusty creatures.
It's like Hanako. No, that's
Oh.
not true. She looks a little better. God, you're right, we do keep getting worse. She looks a little better now that she's distracted and out of the store on her side. But I'm still quite put off by the whole experience. I might have my own problems, but I've never had strangers react to me like that, as if I was something completely alien to them.
This is a nice shop. All things
Yeah.
considered.
Hey now. Yeah, it's not what I expected. Do you want want to buy something?
I didn't bring any money.
Well, we can always come again. Now that I know where to find it, that is. Look at that fucking ugly painting directly to the left of Hanako's head.
I fucking
Yeah, that-
swear to God. No.
What is that?
Fuck you for pointing that out.
I always wonder.
Does that count as
Can't
painting
tell.
hate on the bingo?
Absolutely.
No, because it's not the painting though.
It is not
Like,
the painting, but the
this
bingo
one is
square literally
arguably
just
worse.
says painting hate.
Alright, if it just says painting hate, that's fine. I just know it's not the painting.
Well, I'm asking CD what his intent when creating the bingo was.
I think it's probably just any painting because there are multiple ugly paintings in this game.
I'd argue there's only 2.
Well, now there's 3.
Now there's 2.
Wait, what? Hold on. What was?
Because
Oh,
there's the
no,
ugly
there's
fucking...
just Julius Kaiser, and then I don't.
Yeah.
There was another painting, but that one actually isn't ugly. I forgot.
Yeah. Didn't think we'd find multiple paintings. Alright, it counts.
Of course, we can come here as often as you'd like.
Wait, I didn't
Weird.
actually mean to click that because Kane still hasn't said
I already
this
said
line.
I already said that line.
You did? When?
Yeah, we said that line and then we got noticed on the painting.
Oh, okay.
I also read this.
Thank you, partner.
You don't need to thank me. I almost forgot why this place was. I don't really think either of us completely believes in what we're saying, but rather we're just repeating that what we think we should say.
Can we go back to the school now?
I have never said those words in my entire life. Let's go. I don't know. If I lived at Yamaku, I think I probably would. Yamaku's cool. As we leave for the bus stop, I see the store owner peek through the curtain at the back of the shop. I'm not really sure what the glance he gives to her says. It feels a bit weird, and the fact that Hanako didn't see it is both a relief and a bit frustrating. Why is it frustrating? Hello, ugly mural. Hanako and I... I'm sorry, I was looking at the mural. Hanako and I stopped walking once we reached the concrete area between the dormitory buildings. There was barely a word said between us on the way back from the city.
Well then, good night, partner.
You want to have some tea or something? How about a game? Hanako shakes her head embarrassedly.
I'm tired. I don't want to fucking deal with you. I've got homework.
She sounds a little depressed. Hanako obviously does want to do more, but I suppose she would have a bit of schoolwork to catch up on. She's missed a few days of lessons. Ah, homework. Thanks for reminding me. I've got a stack to do as well. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you around, Hisao.
Oh yeah, the Discord poll bingo square got marked off.
Yippee!
Before I could say goodbye, Hanako has turned and begun walking towards the entrance to the female dormitory building. I look at the door she disappears through for a bit, before going off towards my own dorms. And bumping into Kenji? Today was a tiring day. Wait, what? Really?
What? Oh, we're on the bad ending, lads.
Oh! Oh, I get it.
Yeah, that's Hisao's chance.
No, I knew that from the start, but it's showing that because the title's called Scars. Her scars are on his scars. Because, you know,
Yes.
his heart is fucking pathetic and weak.
Yes.
And
Hey.
strange.
Strange. Weak and pathetic heart. I woke up, took my pills, had a nice shower, Kenji not included, quickly slipped off my uniform, ate a tasty breakfast, grabbed my bag, and headed off. All as per my usual daily routine. It was only after arriving in class that the normality of the day was thrown off. After taking my seat, I watched my classmates trickle into the room over the next hour, until every empty seat was eventually taken, other than Hanako's.
That's
I
using
can
it.
never... Yes, that is Shiza. I can never get used to the idea
What
that
is
she
this
just...
shot? It's actually scary.
That's where Hanako sits. I never get used to the idea that she just doesn't show up to class every now and again. It feels all the more worrying now as well, given that Lily's left. As Muto continues to drone on, I find my gaze flicking over every so often to her seat, as if she might appear there at any moment now. No one else seems to care at all about her absence, but they have little reason to. Hanako being absent from class, after all, is perfectly normal. Or at least, it was. Her attendance hasn't been all that bad from what I've seen in my time here, but it was apparently much more spotty beforehand. This is also an ominous time for her to be gone. It's the day before her birthday, and my suspicions are starting to rise, after the breakdown she had in class when it was mentioned. An increasing amount of my thoughts is taken up by how I can help her, but in the end, I feel like I can't do anything.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun,
Wait,
dun, dun,
That's
what?
not at all what I was
dun,
fucking singing, but whatever.
dun,
I thought you
dun.
were... Fucking hell. We were all referencing two very different things. I was referencing the joy of creation, in which case, after the Five Nights at Freddy bell rings,
Yeah, which is what I was
the
doing.
the song of death rings out as well. Leo, what were you singing?
Oh, the Chica ED and Kaguya-sama
Oh.
Love is War. The Chica dance song.
Interesting. The bell heralding the beginning of lunchtime rings out, shaking me out of my thoughts. A collective sigh of relief can be heard from the class, though Muto looks quite put off. He dislikes being interrupted in the middle of his exciting lectures, after all. Just what I'm wondering what I should do on lunch break, given that Hanako and Lilly aren't here. The solution presents itself.
Uh-oh. Ah! Greasy.
Misha jump scare.
I'm dead, so.
Do the laugh.
You can kickstart it with a laugh.
Oh no, I was TF2ing.
Oh.
All right. Wah! Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can go that high from the concert.
No, it's affecting you too.
Both Grace and I are gone.
Am I gonna have to take on this voice again?
I can't go that high anymore.
God damn it.
Afternoon, Hee-chan.
Oh, what? Are we actually doing this?
I mean, I can't.
I was just gonna do it in her normal voice, like the best I could.
I
Yeah,
don't care.
no,
either
give it a
way.
shot. Give it a shot.
Afternoon, Ichan.
I kind of want to take over only because Marak has done so many clashing voices this whole route. Would you be
Why
okay?
did
or-
Marak take all
Yeah.
of the voices this route?
I was asking if Marak would be okay with that. 'cause
Oh,
he's
gotcha.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Dot, dot,
Hisao.
Dot, dot, dot.
There's a bingo
Afternoon,
square.
Misha. Shit. Afternoon, Mishune. You both look as bright as ever.
Dot, dot. Shishan wants to know if you'd like to have lunch with us today.
God, this is off-putting.
This is so weird.
Sure. It'll be
I'm
good to
kinda
have
into
some
it.
company.
Pardon me. I've come down with something and my
Misha
voice is a little
consumed-
rough.
Misha,
You
consumed
Why?
also go
I
to
feel
the
like
Misha
gradually
testosterone
Kane
and-
has taken over every one of Caprici's characters.
This
Every
is,
one of them!
Yeah.
Caprici started as Rin. Kane took Rin. Caprici
Oh,
started
yeah.
as Yuko. Kane took Yuko.
I will voice everyone by the final route. This will be my one-man show.
Does Whiskers need more lines? I feel like he hasn't. He's only voiced.
I don't
Haji
think
Nami in the
Whiskers
last
has
one.
voiced a single line this
Oh,
entire
you're right, you're
session.
Whoops.
Whiskers,
Wait,
if you'd
what
like to
characters
take over,
have
you
we
can
given
as well.
to? What characters have
Wait,
we
who
given
should
to?
I Kenji and Emi?
Wenji, Emmy,
That one girl.
And Emmy's mom.
Oh yeah, Ami's mom. Do you want Shizune?
I can do the ... Oh, actually, it may not be the best idea to have me do the ... because I'll totally space them out. As
Actually,
in space out on them, not
this
like.
is fine. He's probably busy in the middle of something anyway.
Shh, I'm not drawing. You're drawing.
Figured.
You.
The cafeteria hums with
I'm
activity.
gonna not do anything because I don't know what I do. But
Yeah, because 90% of the voices are taken by Kane and Marak right now, and then I
I'll
just
take
have...
next new voice.
There aren't going to be any new voices until Shizune's route.
Oh. I don't care who I play. So.
At this point,
We'll just
we can
reassign
figure.
some voices
Do we
next
want
time.
to?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we'll do the same thing we always do, which is reassign voices for the next route.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we're gonna have to do a vote soon on whose route we want to do next.
How many are left?
Let's
Three.
not do that until we're done with this one.
Yeah, let's
I'm
not.
dead.
Let's
go.
we gotta not fucking worry about that right now.
The cafeteria hums with activity, much like my old school did. Yamaku is different though, and how strangely civilized the lunchtime rush is.
Oh yeah, good point.
What one would expect to be an unruly mob chomping at the bit. At the bit? That's a weird expression. An unruly mob chomping at the bit to get the serving area is rather a neat and organized line. There's a small amount of jostling, and people's heads are often craning around to check on what's happening up ahead, but it's pretty subdued. This is due, no doubt, to the very serious rules regarding such matters in the school. The same strict discipline is observed when students move in the hallways or come to and from their dormitories in the school gate. Except for by Emmy, apparently, which is weird. While the reasons for it may be slightly off-putting, I've come to like this sense of order that's enforced at the school. I didn't really like being told by Shizune and Micha to get their lunches, though. I feel a little used as I take a seat at the table where they're sitting, plunking their food down in front of them. Sweet bread and strawberry milk for Misha, a bowl of ramen and juice for Shizune. I heave a sigh of relief as it's all put down, after the significant difficulty I had in carrying it, in addition to my own lunch.
Thank you.
Misha claps her hands together before popping open the wrapper and digging into her bread ravenously. Shizune simply gives an appreciative nod before giving her steaming ramen a stir and blowing on it to cool it down a little bit.
I'm gonna say this now. It requires so much effort to bellow my voice out that for that line that this is a one session thing.
I can take
no,
a deep voice, Misha.
I can do it for the entirety of the session, but I will not be permanently replacing Misha. This is just because Caprese is
You can
incapacitated.
occasionally take
Yeah.
high-pitched voice Misha when no one else wants to do it.
It's a refreshing change of pace. Because
I'm enjoying this greatly.
I think we should. I think Kane's voice is awesome.
I
And it was
my own
onward.
lunch, another packet of sweet bread, and take a bite before washing it down with some juice. The bread is very sweet, so much so that I end up forcing myself to stomach it just to get the experience over with. Should have gotten some curry bread, man. Midway through, do it, man. I
That was
decided to take a break.
Hey, Tono.
Hey, Tono.
Hey, oh no.
Hey,
What's your
Tony.
curry bread?
We just hear it from the other side of the cafeteria.
Hey, Tono.
Oh, what is that? It looks awesome.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna look up
Sorry.
curry bread now because I'm curious as to what you're seeing.
I mean, it's like fried dough and stuff in the middle. What's not to love?
Those look like empanadas.
Cream bun. We need to keep going. Please help.
We need to go to Japan.
Wait.
I actually might end up going to Japan this spring.
Necesito what?
One of my friends from work has a scholarship to a university in Hokkaido,
Holy shit.
and
No way.
he offered to cut me a deal and to go on a trip with him to Japan.
Rick, yeah, dude.
Awesome.
So that'll be cool.
Take that up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then eat like all the good foods there.
I'm
And
going
also
to eat
the
literally
Pokemon Center.
everything I see. I'm going to need to stack my wallet for how much food I am going to be eating.
What did you
Are
bring
you just
home
gonna
from the
Are
trip,
you just
Merrick?
gonna visit the Hokkaido
Nothing
area,
but the
or are you gonna
memories
go
of the
elsewhere in the
flavor.
country?
No, he actually talked about how north is in the winter and south is in the spring. So we're going to be visiting for the Hokkaido Spring Festival, and then just visiting around different places throughout the countryside.
How long do you think the trip's gonna be?
I think a week to 2 weeks.
Awesome.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Only sad part about it is that they might cut into my school, but who gives a shit? Midway through, I decide to take a break from the difficult task and ask what's on my mind. So, I'm guessing you two had a reason to drag me down here. You two seem to always have an ulterior motive, after all.
What are you saying, Hefon? We won't make any I give up on that sentence.
No more sentence. It's just
Her
pain.
mouth is full of sweetbread as she speaks. It's a pretty unpleasant sight. Shizune looks a little grossed out before going back to eating her ramen. I wait until Misha swallows what she has in her mouth before speaking again. You're not buttering me up to make me work with you after school?
Nope.
Not trying to extract information from me that I might not want to give.
Nuh-uh.
Fine. You win.
So I would never.
Hisao, I would never.
Fine. You win. I guess you just wanted to eat some lunch with someone as intelligent and handsome as me then.
That's it, Hichan. You got it.
This is still weird.
Tune in to 9035 The Shoujo.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Shizune looks unimpressed as Misha finishes signing our conversation, and sucks in the last of a long noodle as she signs her own thoughts. ...
Hichan says you shouldn't be so suspicious of us. She's just doing her duty as a class representative, after all.
Real quick question. Has anyone ever invented noodle soup that is just one noodle? Like, you know how you get those packets of ramen? What if it, instead of like, you know,
Whiskers,
being
when
good, it
you
was
have
just one
said
noodle?
just
I'll
a
be
quick
back. This
question,
shield's
it is
falling.
never ever a quick question.
Well, what?
Anyway, I imagine
Well.
the answer is no, but I think they could. It would just probably end up getting cut up into multiple noodles throughout the process of eating. How is she, or are you doing that? As much as I hate to admit it, it looks like I still have trouble communicating with Shizune. It should be a simple matter of keeping eye contact with her and addressing Shizune instead of Misha in my speech, but when someone else is doing the talking for her, it's a surprisingly difficult task.
It's the class representative's job to ensure everybody's doing alright in class, isn't it?
Not really. Wait, how is making me get your food ensuring that I'll go well in class? Shizune huffs and adjusts her glasses disapprovingly.
So this is the thanks we get for giving you companionship during lunchtime?
Okay,
Everything you
I
do
left,
feels
and
so
I was
much more
actually
intense.
surprised. I'm sorry, I spoke over you, Muro.
No, you're fine. Continue. What's up?
But I left, and I was actually surprised that we weren't still talking about sweetbread. But when I got back, but because we actually made progress, now I'm confused. What happened?
Nothing. We're just continuing.
what?
It's just been dialogue. There's been no
okay.
progress.
That's a total dodge of the question. Wait, hang on.
Hey, no.
How did you know that I...
Wait, what?
Sorry.
I'm lost. Wait, no. There definitely I missed something.
Just continue.
No, you
It'll be
didn't.
fine.
Whatever,
We're all
just go.
confused.
And I probably wasn't paying enough attention earlier, so yeah.
I already read that.
Oh, fucking hell.
How did you know that?
Lily's away and Hanako's absent, and since those two are the only people you hang around with,
You
you also made it kind of obvious to see.
Ouch. What?
I was re-emphasizing because I said it wrong.
Oh.
I'm still lost. But keep going.
They noticed that we didn't have any friends to eat lunch
He
with
looks
today.
lonely.
And he was looking over at Hanako's desk consistently throughout class, so they were like, oh. Ouch. I may well have done so before, but she didn't need to rub it in. Maybe this is payback for before. Right, well, thanks. I appreciate it, and that isn't sarcasm. The two nod, and we get back to finishing our meals. It feels a little embarrassing to be in company just because they noticed I was lonely, but it isn't as if they were just strangers either. It isn't long before I finish the last of my bread and start on the last of my juice, and as I do so, I find my mind wandering back to what I'd been thinking about before the two interrupted my train of thought. I feel like I'm the only one in class that so much as acknowledges Hanako not being there. It felt like this the other time she skipped class, but now it's even more acutely annoying. Does nobody care if she's happy or not? Have they just written off any possibility of helping to make her better? Even Muto doesn't try and keep her in class, and I'm still not wholly convinced by his reasoning.
Hey, Hee-chan, is your juice past its expiry date?
What?
You were pulling a weird face, like this.
As if it were needed, Misha mimics my own expression. Her exaggeration makes me grimace, though Shizune at least takes some amusement from it. I was just thinking about Hanako.
Oh?
Misha's interest is piqued, and so is Shizune's once. Oh, Shizune's, once my words are interpreted for her. I'm just worried about her being absent so often, especially now, though, what with her birthday coming around. The memory of that incident in class is still fresh in their minds.
Have we
Their
seen
faces
sad
alone are
Shizune
going
portrait yet?
I don't think we have.
I feel like we saw it in the big scene. Maybe not, though.
The big scene?
You when Hanako had her fucking freak
Yes.
out moment.
Freak out.
Ow!
Hold on. Never mind, I'm not answering that. I have better things to do. Whiskers, you want to do some math for Pumpkin? Or not Pumpkin, CD?
Sure. Here, 1 second. I need to finish.
You can work on that in Twitch chat while we read.
Okay.
I am so absent from high school, I don't even remember how to do that. The memories of that incident in class are still fresh in their minds. Their faces alone are telling that
I have
much.
too many tabs open. Whiskers, quick question. Oh, sorry. Here.
Do you-
Yeah, you guys keep reading, and I will not be a bother.
Do you guys know anything about Hanako? Anything that might help? Misha shrugs and looks to Shizune, who mulls on this for a while.
The only people she's ever talked to for more than a sentence or two are you and Lilly.
Shizune may not be able to convey Lily's name in a derisive tone of speech, but I feel as if it comes through her sign language. The effect is lost, however, after Misha's interpretation. Hold on, I need a drink of water.
There are a couple things we know about Hanako as student council members, thanks to the records that passed through our hands, but we can't say anything about what's in them.
Understandable. Have a nice day. It sounds a lot like the nurse's patient confidentiality. Every time I find someone that knows something about Hanako's past, it ends up turning to be a dead end. The only way I'll ever find out is by asking her. I don't know if she'll let me know such things, but if it's for her sake, I have to at least try.
Don't worry about it, Hee-chan. It happens every year after all.
That doesn't remove my sense of worry at all. I still feel a little at fault for what happened in class, but this feels like it goes on further, even without their confirmation of the fact. Misha notes my troubled expression, her own usually happy and reassuring face dropping.
Everyone has problems they have to deal with, right, Hee-chan?
This
Yeah.
freaking Misha voice. Misha after like smoking 20 packs of cigarettes
Misha after taking steroids, man.
and she took 2 whole liters of testosterone.
You're just
and
jealous
woke
of my
up like this.
of my gains.
buff
Just
Misha.
Misha flexes
No,
off
no,
her shirt.
buff Suki, but with Misha's face.
Oh god.
Who? Suki?
Buff Suki.
Buff
Oh!
Natsu.
Wait, who's
I
Suki?
remember Buff-Suki now.
From Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh, right.
That actually fits pretty well since they both have pink hair.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just wish I could help Hanako more with hers.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get us distracted. I just imagined Misha as a Pokemon. Like, when she evolved, her hair would become actual drills. Like, that one freaking
Please
extra
look in,
drill.
okay, please look in Leo's den.
Leo's
I
den?
think-
Wait,
think
what?
you
Am I
saw the-
stupid?
I think you saw the comment picture. Did you not?
He actually found it. Oh my god. How did they? Oh my god.
Wow.
That was so quick too.
Damn, son.
Oh my god.
That's so very niche.
That is. That's the
Man.
wonder of the internet, though.
The conversation trails off on a depressing note. Eventually, Misha manages to pick the mood back up through her usual bright and bubbly antics, but my mind remains focused on Hanako. I'll go check on her later. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, and make sure my door is locked after dropping off my school bag. The dorms are quiet. Muto kept me occupied longer than I expected, discussing my studies after class ended, and pressing me on some worksheets to give to Hanako almost as an afterthought. Absorbed in thought, I'm late in registering the shadow that appears in front of me. Looking up reveals the owner of said shadow.
Oh, son of a biscuit. I was about to make a meme, and now I have to voice Kenji.
Kenji time.
Boom, 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 boom.
Alright, here goes.
Boom.
Hey, man. Haven't seen you in a while.
Oh. Hi.
Oh, dear God. What's with that response?
My absent-minded greeting visibly annoys him. I'd probably have the same reaction. Sorry, just thinking about a lot of stuff.
Thinking is a pretty poor excuse not to be waiting in the war effort.
And how goes the war?
I am preparing. Right now I need money to help with these preparations.
Are you going to ask? Oh, yep. If you want me to loan you money, just say it.
I thought you were expensive. Nah, man, I'm good.
You're good? You don't want my money?
Hey, man, don't look so surprised. It's insulting. I'm pretty big in the competitive bowling scene, but yesterday I found some guys who didn't know that.
I'm fairly sure that betting would be against the school rules.
School rules don't matter. This is a war situation. People these days, they have no appreciation for what war means.
I am rather impressed that you're good at bowling, though. So what do you need this money for, dare I ask?
That is actually kind of cool. Non-perishable canned food. Building materials, mostly corrugated what? Iron and wood panels. First aid kit, camping heater, portable radio, sleeping bag, flashlight, mechanical clock.
At first, it strikes me as a rather random assortment of objects and materials, but after a few seconds it clicks. Isn't that a list of materials for a fallout shelter?
Ah, so you've read a Protect and Survive booklet. It's good to see someone so knowledgeable about how to protect themselves.
You don't seriously think.
It's a non-zero possibility.
No, I'm pretty sure there's zero possibility of that ever happening. He slowly and dramatically raises an eyebrow. Well, as dramatically as one can raise an eyebrow. Oh. For some reason I thought this was still Kenji speaking. The chance is...
So did I, so I was confused.
I don't know, 0.1 to the trillionth power. It's infinitesimal. Besides, where can you build a fallout shelter anyway? Certainly not on campus.
You underestimate my powers, Hisao. It's my summer holiday project while I'm home. My dad said I can do it.
Is your dad also a feminist conspiracist?
Yeah, he thought it'll improve my crafting skills and manual dexterity, or something.
Knowing Kenji, his dad probably thought it just might keep him out of his hair for a while longer. Still, it does make me wonder what his parents are like. Maybe they're totally normal and Kenji is just an aberration. On the other hand, maybe this kind of paranoia and fearful survivalism runs in the family.
Hey, you wanna help me build it? You look like the type to be handy with tools. If I had your help, we could make a really badass bunker with it instead of a fallout shelter.
I doubt that. Playing soccer before my accident gave me good footwork, but I've never really tried my hand at anything approaching real handiwork. I'm not, really. I'm busy over the holidays anyway, I'm afraid.
Oh, shoot. A shame. If the Venomous ever get hold of the launch codes, I fear that so few will be prepared.
Venomism.
Hold on, we gotta mark off the feminist conspiracy.
Yeah,
Square.
Hell yeah, hitting all the marks tonight. And your fallout shelter will protect you from a nuclear bomb explosion? I think a nuclear bomb explosion in the case that this does happen.
Fallout shelter. Sorry. You'll see the fruits of my labors in a minute, but there's a reason I keep getting distracted. A fallout shelter isn't meant to protect against the blast. That's what a blast shelter is for. I thought you knew better.
My mistake.
My home's pretty far away from any major military sites, so the fallout following a nuclear exchange is a bigger concern than the blast itself. What this'll do is keep the dust and other particles away from me, my food supply, and my sleeping area. It's gotta last me at least 14 days, though.
14 days is... No, it's not.
Wait, wouldn't you need longer?
I think
Yeah,
that's
I don't know.
like the government recommended thing before it's not necessarily safe, but okay
Safer.
to stomach outside with radiation pills and shit.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
It is. I need 1 liter of water a day for drinking, 2 optimally, so I can wash as well. Toiletry is easy enough, just garbage bags and a bin placed outside the shelter area. Food means canned supplies, of course.
You drink 1 liter of water a day? That's like Colorado numbers for me. Of course. And the radio is for outside communication.
Is that a lot or a little?
A 2-liter bottle seems pretty big, so half of that.
You sound dehydrated. Oh wait, you live in a place full of humidity at the moment.
We
Yeah, that's
breathe
what I
in
mean
more
by
water
Colorado
than we breathe out.
numbers.
Right. So I can pick up government alerts on what's going on outside. I need a mechanical clock rather than an electric one in case the electromagnetic pulse from a nuclear airburst fries it too. There's all the other stuff I need as well, like extra clothing, matches, candles. And I think I'll still have some time to gather it all, though. Maybe.
Aren't most clocks electronic? Well, they're not, like, circuitry, but...
You could get like a watch.
Analog and digital.
I don't know. I feel like I have little to none understanding of how a non-electronic clock works.
Years.
Well, yes. Not that much.
There's
All I
something
know
you
is-
wind it up. It
all
may
I
be
know
like
about
a
is
music
sports
box.
clocks.
Nah, they take batteries. All watches take batteries.
Why did Quarrel react with sleeping on the last Discord poll?
Why not?
What do you... Oh.
Because it was about whether we should stay at home.
No, that's
You voted
not.
nap time?
I'm confused about the fact that
Oh,
Coral
Coral.
pays attention to this Discord server at all.
Probably gets notice.
Well, they got the joy of seeing Natsuki and Misha. As much as I hate to say it, I'm a little impressed. He's really researched this and thought it through. Then again, I don't know if I want to live in a post-apocalyptic world with only people like Kenji having survived. It sounds like you really know what you're doing.
Damn right I do.
It must be hard living in constant fear like this. He hardly ever socializes either. So the fact he went bowling with others in and of itself is something
Yeah,
of
1 second,
surprise.
guys. I need to mute. So if Kenji's voice comes on, tough luck.
I guess. I'll take over, I guess. I don't know.
Am I stealing another voice?
This mentality reminds me a little of a certain someone. Thankfully, her fear of others doesn't manifest it doesn't manifest in such a distinctly eccentric way. One thing I know for certain is that I can't exactly tell him why I haven't been hanging around with him much recently. It's late. I have stuff to do. I'll think about making a fallout shelter or something, though.
Yeah, alright, that's cool. A man has to do what he's gotta do after all.
Kane
You
took
should
the
hang out with me sometime, by the way. Or you can take back over. It was just while you were gone.
Yeah. You should hang out with me sometime, by the way. You're a cool dude. Cool dudes should hang out together, right?
You know, I can't even top Whiskers' voice. It's perfect.
For some reason, the compliment actually
Like
feels kind of
papyrus,
nice.
but- It does?
That was the line.
I wasn't done.
Sorry.
The situation with Hanako being what it is, though, means that I probably won't be able to fulfill his request. For now, at least. That'd be good. I'll talk to you later about when I can.
You're actually considering this? Cool. Later, dude.
Maybe we should go bowling. He retreats to his dormitory room. I had better go see Hanako.
Oh, joy, this bit again.
I stand outside of the door to Hanako's very tall room, hoping that she isn't in too much of a state as I nervously clutch the worksheets Muto asked me to pass on to her. It's one more reason to visit her, and it gives me something to talk about, so I suppose I should be thankful to him for giving me this task. With a long breath to steady myself, I wrap my knuckles on the door in front of me. God damn it. Silence.
Fucking, like, what?
I was
Alright.
I was trying to do something, don't worry about it. Here. Fuck, it's still not coming through, god damn it.
Oh, I thought the joke was silence.
No.
I was about to go, oh!
No, I'm not that smart. I listen intently for any sound of shuffling coming from inside, but I can't hear a thing. Maybe she's dead.
Yep, sounds about right.
I'm
We're just
scared. Did
talking
we get
about-
on the wrong?
We were just talking about Doki Doki Literature.
If
Club.
she fucking Saori's herself, I'm gonna freak the fuck out.
I genuinely,
I knock on the door again, slightly harder.
Okay, wait, real quick. I'm gonna lighten the mood before we do this. This is why I was so distracted while reading Kenji's lines. Go look in Leo's deck.
Oh!
Did you do that?
I did. I went to the pixel art editor, increased the brush size, and just painted that on. Oh, that makes it very funny.
I'm
Okay,
still
there we go.
scared of this. I'm
Now,
still scared
if
of
she-
what's
Sorry,
coming.
I'll delete the dog.
Yeah, when
No
something
answer.
bad happens, at
How
least we
strange.
have Misha extra children.
Sorry, CD, I didn't even see your last, like, 3 or 4 chats. Out of the Loop is actually a really good song, though.
It is. I complain about it. It's funny, though. It's really funny. Is it possible to have fiction?
I love how it's so funny to me how much CD likes Kenji.
I get it. I thoroughly get it. He's just written to be unenjoyable. But like fucking none of y'all are gonna get it, but in like part 8 of JoJo's, one of my favorite fucking characters is universally hated by everyone.
I think we've done enough to qualify for Kenji disrespect on this stream.
Yeah.
Is it
woo.
Gappy or something?
Sorry.
No, Gappy's the main character, Jobin.
Jobin?
The guy with the fucked
I
up
need to
bowl
just
cut.
freaking catch up on.
Yes.
Oh, it is a
That thing
bingo
goes
because we snuck in a Whiskers and I snuck
name's-
in a Mori
his name's
reference in there a
Jobin?
while ago.
Yeah, his name is
Oh,
Jobin Higashikata. Joubin.
Oh yeah, we got a bingo, guys.
We did, of course we did.
This is actually the
Bingo.
first time we've gotten a bingo on the new board.
Okay, I need to
think.
close out Excadrill. This is really.
The bingo squares are Anamori reference, Kenji disrespect, Discord poll, ... and painting hate.
I see.
Wait, is it Joshu or
Jobin. Right? Jobin Higashikata. Oh shit, Joshu. Yeah, my fault. No, Jobin
like-
is. I do love Jobin though. He's just not universally hated. No, yeah, Joju. I love Joju. Up until like, sorry, continue. No more JoJo rant.
Scratching my head, I make one last attempt at getting her to answer as I knock on the door one final time. Hanako, it's just me.
Oh
I
shoot!
just said to give you some stuff.
It was slow, and I realized I wasn't watching the right thing.
For a while, the attempt seems just as unsuccessful as the last. Just before I slip the sheets under her door, though, I hear the handle rattling.
Oh my god, Hanako rigged a cane to open the door while she hung from across the room. Okay, that
What
was
are we
Jesus.
playing? Danganronpa. What are we playing? Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair.
Oh my god.
Is that actually Danganronpa spoilers? Because I could see that happening.
It's a murder in a perfectly locked room. Only a witch could have done this.
Megiddo. I forgot about that.
Uh-oh.
It's not actual spoil. Like, I'm not telling you exactly what happens. It's just.
As the door opens halfway, I quickly try to see how Hanako's faring. It's a task made somewhat difficult by her oversized gown hiding so much of her body.
What does that have to do? It's her face.
She.
Body
She doesn't-
language? I don't fucking know.
Body language. She doesn't look sick, or at least not immediately so. To be honest, I'd have preferred that to her expression right now. She looks terribly tired and appears to be barely acknowledging my presence. Hi, Hanako. Muto wanted me to give you these since you weren't in the class today. I hold out loose sheets, which she tentatively takes in her hands. The way she moves is devoid of thought. Her posture is slumped in an unusual manner for someone that's so often tense and wound up. Even her eyes keep looking away from mine, doing their best to avoid eye contact. I move my head a little to try and get a better look, but she just ends up turning away.
Genuinely cannot tell if we're on the bad ending.
Are you okay? If you're feeling sick or anything, I could get a nurse. It feels almost pitiful to put on such a routine get-well-soon act. I can't think of anything else I could possibly do for her, though. She seems to collect herself a little at the notion, but only a little. Her head remains turned away, but her eyes move towards me.
I'm alright.
An awkward silence follows. As it lingers, I notice that the sleeve and cuff of her gown bears slightly damp stains. Her cheeks are a bit red too. Has she been crying?
Oh my
see.
god. Oh, okay. I thought when it said
That's-
red and
they're damp
stains, I had a
blood.
heart attack.
She's actively dying. She's been dead. This is a ghost. What?
The twist no one asked for. I hesitate a little before coming out with the words I really came here to say.
You saw really? Imagine
Would you like me to stay? I don't have anything urgent to do at the moment, so it wouldn't be any trouble. Her eyes slide away from me, and I lose any hope for an improvement of her mood. I wait for a response, but she doesn't say anything, or give any kind of gesture. She just stands there, looking away from me. Hanako? She slowly shakes her head. Okay. Good night, then. With that, Hanako steps back and closes her door without a second word. More than a little worried, I retreat back to my room.
I thought that was gonna be it.
Wandering up the hallway, I keep mulling over what happened. It felt like Hanako was only half there, as if I was interacting with a robot that was just doing what it was programmed to without any real thought. She was a husk of a person. This is frustrating. I had hoped that meeting Hanako would help the situation, but I feel like it's only made it harder to understand her. How am I supposed to try and help her when she quite literally shuts me out like that?
Are we hearing footsteps? Besides the obvious.
I don't even bother to turn on the lights, opting instead to simply change into my pajamas, quickly choke down my evening pills, and collapse into my bed. Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
That's 3 scenes, guys. We beat last week's record.
Oh, Stride.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
the soundtrack.
Song.
The first thing I thought of when you said that was Guilty Gear. Once again, Hanako doesn't turn up for class. Try as I might to concentrate on other matters, this fact continues to distract me throughout the entire school day, and even as I walk through the school gardens to the dormitories. I don't think today being her birthday is a coincidence either. I don't know the link between the two events though, nor do I have any idea
Wait.
what she's feeling.
Her birthday? Oh, right.
We celebrated it early.
Right, yeah, I forgot. I completely missed that.
Were it physical pain, I could at least provide some limited comfort. With something like this, though, I have no idea where to start. I run the people I know through my head, thinking about whether they could help. Shizune and Misha don't know that much about Hanako, and what little they do know, they can't tell me. Same for the nurse. In the end, there's only one person that knows Hanako well and would be willing to tell me anything.
Wait, is it Hanako? Or wait, never mind, just go.
Entering my dormitory room, I notice something that takes me off guard. It's starting to feel familiar. With everything that's going on around me, I'm thankful that this room started to finally be somewhere I can relax a little. When I first entered Yamaku, it felt immediately foreign in every way, from the untouched neatness to the way it smelled. Focusing back on the task at hand, I throw my bag onto the bed as I open the top of the drawer of my desk. Before she left, Lilly told me the number to call her in Scotland, and I wrote it down. In hindsight, I wonder if she knew something like this could happen. Now that she's out of reach, I realize just how much both Hanako and I have relied on her for guidance. I dig around drawer after drawer looking for that damn piece of paper. Eventually, thankfully, I find it nestled under a borrowed library book. I probably should have just entered it directly into my cell phone, come to think of it. Without further ado, I enter the numbers and anxiously press the call button.
I was confused when he was like talking about someone who could give him information on Hanako because Lilly was gone. But I forgot people can have phones.
Especially since he doesn't use it. Eventually the phone picks up. A feminine voice I don't recognize on the other end. It's probably Lily's mother. Oh god.
Sato.
English. Oh. Suddenly finding myself unprepared, I realize I can't understand a word she says, either due to my limited vocabulary or her heavy accent. I should have anticipated this, since according to Lilly, her mother is a native Scot.
Wait.
I
How do you speak English?
I soldier on in the hope that she must know some Japanese, considering it's her daughter's native language. It's Hisao Nakai speaking.
Nakai Hisao desu. Wait, what is... Would it be... I don't know the word for speaking.
Oh, I got you. It's my name is Hisao Nakai.
Oh, wait, right.
Oh boy.
An enthusiastic sound of realization can be heard as she recognizes the language. My feeling of relief is immense. Whiskers?
Yep,
Oh,
go ahead,
shoot.
Whiskers.
I'm not even going to try to do a Scottish accent. Ah, you must be one of Lily's friends from school, correct?
What
she's
the
French?
fuck kind of accent
I don't know.
was that?
I wanted to give her
That's
some
as fancy
accent,
as it gets.
so I did whatever.
Should I just do her in
Don't
Scottish as
even
well?
the game
Brock,
is calling
no.
me out.
Don't question it. Don't question it.
Alright.
I could
Even
try
so,
Scottish.
her accent means I have to concentrate to work out what she's saying.
It's French.
Yes, that's right. Pleased to speak to you, Mrs. Sato.
Wait, what is Scottish?
Isn't it Miss? I can never remember.
School.
No, Mrs. is someone who's
How do
married,
you do a
right?
Scottish
Yeah,
accent?
Mrs. Miss if unmarried,
Spell
Mrs.
please.
Get in my belly.
What? It's so nice
it's
to find someone so
Buffalo.
polite. Lily, dear,
Yes.
it's for you.
That's good.
Her mother seems nice, if a
Offending
little
all of
overenthusiastic
Scotland at
given the
once.
mundane situation. There's a small silence as Lily takes her time getting to the phone. In the distance, I can just make out her mother scolding her playfully for just getting up.
Hello, Lily speaking.
You sound awful. She makes a sound somewhere between a dying animal and a yawn.
Yes, that's right.
Probably the time zone.
Yes, that's right.
The one thing I did remember to check before calling was the time zone. It'd be pretty late in the morning over there, so she really has no excuse, save for the 16-hour flight she was just on. Not feeling well?
Just tired. What time is it there?
Late afternoon. School finished for the day not long ago.
Hanako's not well, is she?
That was quick.
Uh-oh, this
My
song.
assumption that she must have known something like this could happen seems to have been right on the mark.
Is this painful history?
I believe so, yes. Oh, fuck, it's moment of decision.
Oh
God
fuck.
damn
Okay,
it.
but this is also like the third time we've confused the two. So it's
I
just
know
fucking-
it is. We have had this conversations, and CD has corrected us every time, too.
God, we suck.
Well, how did you know?
Because today is her birthday. I'd hoped she might have gotten a little better
After coming to know you, but that's not even the same type of English accent.
Yeah,
It's good enough.
don't worry
How
about
is
it.
she
Because
right
then all of
now?
a
You saw
sudden, this
me.
song-
Went
I
from
remember now.
French to...
Oh my
in
god.
10 seconds, this song's just gonna fucking bust it down, crazy style.
Fuck.
I do love this song, honestly.
Hold on, let me give Lily's line another shot while we're distracted.
How is she right now?
Never mind. Still bad.
I thought I did it.
Give it a big pickup. She missed school today and yesterday. I still have to check up on her today. To be honest, after seeing how she was when I talked to her yesterday, I'm pretty anxious. I really have no idea what to make of it. Has this happened in the past? Is it related to her scarring in some way?
Unfortunately so. Roughly the same thing happened last year when her birthday came up. As far as I can tell, it's because her parents died in the accident that caused her scarring, and Hanako blames herself for their deaths.
What she says does seem to make sense. If she's blaming herself on her birthday, she may well be ruining that she was ever born. Hanako had mentioned her stay in the orphanage to me. Maybe I should take some heart that she trusts me enough to tell me such a thing.
This song is so good.
Lily seeming,
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Lily seeming so in the dark about it, though, almost to the extent that I am, is a surprise.
I keep wanting to make a comment how it seems like it's always Marak getting interrupted, and then I realize that's probably because it's almost always Marak speaking.
Yeah.
So that's why she lives in the student dormitories as well. Has she told you any more about the accident?
As close as we've come, she's barely told me anything about what happened. What I know about it is largely conjecture.
She sounds depressed, almost defeated. Considering the trauma Hanako must have gone through, I can't really fault Lily for not knowing. Nevertheless, she still seems to have considered it a personal failing. Don't blame yourself, Lily, with everything she's gone through. There's a long silence from the other end of the line. I begin to wonder if the call cut out before the voice at the other end speaks once again.
There is another person, though, that has been a subject of worry for me as of late.
Oh? I run through the people she could be talking about in my head. The only friends she seems to keep very close are Hanako and me, but there is Akira as well.
That person is you, Hisao.
There's another silence on the line, but this time it's caused by me. Making others worry about me is something I've very actively tried to avoid since coming to Yamakyu. Indeed, even my interaction with Hanako has helped stave off any major health problems, thanks to our relaxed and slow-paced lives. Uh-huh. What's there to worry about over me?
I apologize, I didn't mean any offense.
Sorry, I was just taken a bit off guard. Still, Isn't Hanako a bigger problem at the moment?
For some time now, I've thought that the both of you may be feeding into each other's more worrying habits. I tried to amend this before leaving, but it seems to have done little.
Worrying habits.
When I asked you about what you had in mind for the future, your answer was very similar to what Hanako has said in the past, when that question was posed to her. It is well and good to want to protect her, but I fear that treating Hanako like this, as if she were a daughter or someone in need of special care, is only going to achieve the opposite.
This situation got effectively turned on its head. After everything that's happened, this is the first time I find myself doubting Lily's judgment.
Okay. Now, lads.
I would like to point out that even though it has been a while since Hisao has thought about making any form of actual human thought, Hisao has never once been right in any way whatsoever.
I was about to say, do we really trust Hisao with this one? Although, on one hand, nah.
When does
I mean,
Hisao
Lambs to the
Say
slaughter.
nothing.
No, that's wrong.
To his own credit, Lily has not really made much progress.
That's
That's true.
fair.
Ah, frick, dude,
But
I don't know.
At the same time,
On one
though,
hand,
like,
I feel like that's like the gamey correct answer. Like that's what Lily's saying makes sense, but that may not be what's actually true.
I'm gonna flip a coin for my answer.
I feel
frankly
that
have to do
even though Lily has not made
Dunkle.
much progress, no one
Ooh, I
has
heard
made
that.
much progress, you know?
Yeah, no
Well,
one.
yeah, but Lily's been having.
I
Lily's
wish
been
there was
trying
a
this for
third
much
option that
longer
was
than
like
Hisao
actually
has,
talk
and yet he's made a
genuinely
lot
to
more
her.
progress.
Hmm. I feel like no matter
Merrick
what we do,
thinks
we're
that
gonna
we
freak it
should
out.
agree with Lily and try
Wait,
treating her
is
like a normal
Lambs-
person.
Is Lambs to the slaughter agree with Lily?
Yes.
Lambs,
Oh, I just
slaughter.
realized I didn't actually flip the coin with a thing in mind.
You already said Merrick. You already said it. No takes backs. I'm joking.
I didn't actually vote on anything. I'm saying Merrick thinks what Merrick would do in this situation is agree with Lily, but what was actually good for her is probably not what I think. Fuck.
It does.
Alright.
I don't know, man. At this point, it's like this is like trying to help an actual person. This is hard.
I just don't trust Hisao.
I
Just
don't
so you
trust
guys know,
Hisao.
we have not even gotten to the branching off point for the endings yet.
Are you joking?
Nope,
You said these choices matter.
they do. They just matter later.
I haven't looked at the flowchart, but if it's anything like Rings,
Oh,
generally
wait.
there's like 3 fucking choices that affect the choices you can actually make that do matter.
Nope, these
So it's-
this choice and this choice set 2 flags to either true or false, and depending
course.
on whether or not those are true or false, you will get one of 3 different
Question.
endings. Yep.
Is one of those flags labeled death in all caps? So I was
No.
cracking a joke because in
I thought you were genuine.
no. At the beginning of the game, the flag for Kenji's route is literally called death in all
I
caps.
know, it's really funny.
Like, yeah.
Death equals
the flags, because this won't reveal anything. The flags are named Misstep and Good.
Missed what?
Meh.
Okay. So we should not misstep, I assume. I don't know. I'm sticking with my guns. I'm agreeing with Lily because he sounds a horrible human being.
Can you have Marok reread all those like the past 3 lines that Lily said?
Sure.
Yeah, can you run that back? Yeah.
Just
Well, okay, that's me who's got to reread them. When I asked you about what you had in mind for
sorry,
the future, the answer was very similar to what Hanako has said in the past when that question was posed to her. It is well and good to want to protect her, but I fear that treating Hanako like this, as if she were a daughter or someone in need of special care, is only going to achieve the opposite.
Yeah, even outside of who's saying what, I agree with that. Like, Lily has been dealing with people fucking staring her down and treating her like she's different her entire life.
I'm even more confused now.
Agree with Lily.
Yeah, basically
I
what
feel
Lily's
like-
saying is that Hisao is like forcefully saying like, I will protect her because she needs protecting. But Lily's saying, no, you should just treat her like a human. Like you
I
treat
feel like-
anyone else.
Also,
like
something
both-
Hisao said is that he feels like they've been growing distant recently, which I don't
would
think
be
is a
from
good
his
sign.
reactions. Or wait,
So says that if you
Oh
stay
my
away
god,
from them
you
for
guys
8
talking
minutes.
about this is so fascinating.
it. I'm sure
really
it
hard
is.
to say.
I
All
mean,
right,
it's
we've got
fascinating
4
to-
votes, so we're agreeing with Lily.
Yeah, that's what
hearing Kane's logic,
I think.
I'd have to agree with him. Well,
Now that
I'd
we've
have to
done
agree with
both
him. I
choices, do you
agree with
guys want to know, or would you rather wait till to just see the ending?
I would rate.
All
I
right,
don't care.
him. Wait, I guess.
we shall wait.
I don't want to admit it, but she may have a point. Something else bugs me, though. Have you tried to amend this? Wait, our outing into the city?
Quite astute. I thought that it might help if I dragged you both out of Yamaku and into the wider world. I am thankful you became closer for it, though.
I need echo for a second. Sorry. Continue.
So she noticed that.
Man. But now I'm thinking, like, did it? I might have missed it, but did anyone say like, but Lily hasn't gotten that close to her?
I did,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah,
Lily
I
said
figured
it
someone
did.
did. That's
but still, it's too late
yeah.
now.
Yeah, it is.
I suppose she may well have been paying attention to us, and her hearing's incredibly good. Quite likely good enough to have picked up what we were talking about, if she tried. This sounds more and more like you were manipulating us. Silence. It's a harsh way of putting it, but I have no intention of stepping back from those words.
I'm sorry, I was just worried about you.
It's fine. I guess there are more important things anyway. It's not a total surprise that she can do such a thing. Or that she would do such a thing. Her motherly nature can be slightly overbearing at times, but she does have the best of intentions. So you think I should think more about myself instead of trying to cater to Hanako?
That largely sums it up. Again, I'm sorry for not telling you this in a clearer way before going behind your back. I know I am at least as guilty of being overprotective as Hanako as you, but I fear that you are neglecting yourself in your efforts to give Hanako happiness.
You really think that Hanako will be okay?
She isn't as fragile as you think. I don't know exactly what experiences she's lived through or what feelings she has in her mind, but she has managed to work her way through them until now. It's also my hope that giving her a little space will allow her to decide what she truly wants for herself and give her the initiative to reach out for it. Please have faith in Hanako. That's all I ask.
I guess. I'll think about it for a while.
That's good, but being rash won't get you anywhere. I know that at times you may doubt your relationship to Hanako, but she does...
Lily cuts herself off and takes a moment to reconsider her words.
Please keep in mind that I wouldn't have befriended you if I hadn't thought you a fundamentally good person. You're a good friend,
You
both
have
to myself
horrible
and to
judgment
Hanako.
then.
To be fair, if she could just see him, things would be different. I would argue that everyone in this story has a valid excuse for failing to understand how horrible Hisao is.
Sorry, 1 second, I gotta clean my glasses.
You good?
Oh, don't worry about it. There's someone with
Am I the only
glasses,
one in
I
this
can
call who
understand
has
why you need
glasses?
glasses.
No, Whiskers does.
Alright.
Yeah,
I don't
have
need them.
He doesn't always wear them, so sometimes I forget.
What?
No, he
Oh
pretty
well,
much
I
always
got
wore
them
them.
more recently, but I wear them all the time when.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Huh. I feel like when I was last there, you didn't wear them that often.
Oh,
Fair.
I don't
We
like
were
taking them
at-
off, man.
We were at an arcade.
Oh,
Not
it's-
really a glasses place.
I might have taken, if we did, for context, anyone who's watching, we went to the Empire's gang met up and went to an arcade for fun. I may have taken them off like during that because I was concerned about them falling off because I like glasses, but I've only ever had crappy pairs of glasses that always fall off my face. So
Alright, I'm just
Can I
gonna
swear?
accept that my right lens is fucked.
No. Hey, if you need, take a minute, like go get some water and a paper towel and like wash.
Okay,
them
I'll be
off.
right back.
All right, should we go to the stream pause screen?
Do it, yeah.
Stream pause moment.
I got all my
Thank you,
engineer
Katawa.
stuff ordered, and
Yo, are
Coming.
you gonna cosplay as him for Halloween?
I sure am.
Heck
Hell
yeah.
I lost the gloves to my fucking costume. I'm just giving up.
No.
I'm trying to decide if
No, I'm
it's
still
worth-
gonna wear the costume, but it's
Well,
not
no,
the
that's
gloves.
sad, but that's what I was saying. It's sad.
What are you going as?
The Riddler.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, I got the whole thing planned out. It looks real nice. What the fuck? Disco Elysium's $10? Goddamn.
It is. I have to resist.
All
from
right.
buying it.
Yeah,
kinda
don't buy
need
it.
to buy
Do
it.
not. Let me repeat. Do not buy it. Everyone, all the major heads of the game got forcefully kicked out of the company. They will be getting no money from it. I thoroughly recommend you pirate Disco Elysium.
What?
that sucks.
It is a
Wait,
current
what?
major controversy. The shareholders of the company, they had to open themselves to shareholders to get the funding for necessary to create the game. You know.
Oh, and then they.
And
Boot
then
'em out?
just recently, the shareholders voted to forcefully make the head developers and writers quit.
Holy crap!
Yeah, and currently they are attempting to sue their own company back. It's this insane situation. So
my
don't
God.
buy the game. If you want, I can get you a very solid link to play it without needing to support the evil shareholders.
That is God.
Gerard Way would go hard.
Thank you for telling me, because I would have almost. I mean, I wouldn't have bought it at the time, but I would. I was planning to buy it eventually.
One day
Yeah,
I'm
Stealing
gonna.
is moral.
One day I'm gonna cosplay as Astolfo.
Meh.
One day, guys.
Today.
On these years.
That being said, I have too much to do this year to actually work out like a proper costume for Halloween.
Especially since it's in a week.
I simply do not have the time to put something like that together.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I probably need to figure out how to do a wig to make that costume work.
That would need a very impressive wig.
Well, all right. There was this girl in musical who wore wigs basically every day, not because she didn't have hair or anything. She just wore wigs
Yeah, I know.
for fun,
I know
basically
people like
every
that.
day. And she had
That's
long
cool.
hair underneath the wig. She just had it tied up in a bun and then had like a special like netting that goes over the top to sort of keep your own hair out of the way, which I thought was kind of interesting.
It is cool.
But also, I've from what I can tell, wigs are actually a bit more of a time-consuming process to make than I thought.
Yeah, you have to remember that at the end of the day, it is lots of individual hairs.
Yeah,
To make or to put on?
Make
to make.
and also to put on depending on the wig.
I don't know if a wig for the person I want to cosplay as is readily available online.
You said Astolfo. If it's Astolfo, I assure you it is 100% readily available.
That's fair enough.
Probably for cheap.
Let's look it up real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Here,
on
while
incognito
Murat's
before I
gone,
look
I'll
up
also be
Astolfo
gone,
cosplay
which means
wig.
he'll show up right as I mean.
I'm
Astolfo
here.
cosplay wig.
$25, $26 on Amazon.
Actually, I will still leave. I'll
Though
be back in like
that
a minute. or
doesn't
two.
look like it easily hide your hair, so you'll probably have to like, customize it just a little to fit your hair underneath.
Yeah, I'd have to figure out how to. I know very little about cosplay, so I'd have to put in a lot more effort.
I think my next big
They have a
Awesome.
whole cosplay set available, but I sincerely fucking doubt that it is in my size.
yeah, understandable. I think my next outfit I'll try and work on is Warden from Rainbow Six Siege.
On pastelgoth.co.
I trust your site. That sounds like that.
for cosplay, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Cruelty
Anyways,
free ration.
Shall we continue?
Oh, is Marak back?
Yes.
I've been back.
How long?
Like 30
Ever
seconds.
since Whiskers said that he was about to leave.
Wait, is Whiskers gone?
Yes, they swapped while we were talking about Astolfo wigs.
Wait, what? You're cosplaying as Astolfo?
I would like
We
to
were discussing the price to do so.
someday. I would like to someday. It
This
like
is
I
very concerning.
I know. let me
And yet, I feel like we've had this conversation before.
Just let me be weird, okay? The fact of the matter is that my body type just flat out does not work for a character like Astolfo, which
is why you need confidence to make up for it.
It's not gonna stop me from trying, but
Listen, if you look up Inosuke cosplayer, that is more than enough proof that you do not need to be the body shape required. Okay, never mind. The top results on Google are not a good result, but I've seen plenty a not completely ripped Inosuke.
yeah, all the Google results look awesome.
Yeah, the Google results are awesome. I assure you, though, you don't need confidence. You don't need to be built for that. You just
I'm
need
trying
the
to decide
confidence
if it's worth it to turn on my face cam for a little bit so I can show the streaming audience my Amori plushies. Which I never turn on my face cam, but I'm trying to decide.
Alright, here's a tangent.
Okay.
I found a
why did I click on that? Why the fuck did I click on that? Oh, God.
L on your behalf. I found a 6-chapter manga I'm gonna hope is good. The plot is an asexual woman who's incapable of romantic attraction but really loves BL manga, is marrying a gay man who is in love with his childhood friend but is refusing to come out of the closet.
Huh.
I have no idea if it's going to be good or not, but it's an interesting enough premise.
I can honestly, CD, if you're interested, I can just send you the picture. It's not like it matters for the
Dump it in Leo's den.
Dump the picture in Leo's den of the plushies. I sent CD a picture of one of them. Yeah, we'll put it in Leo's den. Just so I don't have to deal with putting a face cam on. And I'm not, like, wholly against using face cams, I just don't feel comfortable doing it all the time. I mean, if you watch any of my actual YouTube videos, I appear as myself in them, in all of them, so...
What are we talking about?
Oh, he's back.
Sorry, I'm back. Sorry.
We were talking about YouTube thumbnails and face cams and Amori plushies. But now that everyone's here, let's try and finish this scene before we hop off.
Good idea.
We share some small talk and try to lighten the atmosphere, but it still feels very stilled. There's a lot I don't know about.
Sorry.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Stilted.
Sorry, 1 second, I'll be right back.
Oh shit, we're still on the BRB.
Nailed it.
Oh,
Who the hell is...
We're good at this.
Oh my god, we're getting a fucking... Guys, we've got a spam bot on the YouTube chat.
Heck yeah. We're big. That's
my private photo here. Click my private photo here now. I know you want to see my private photo. Want to see my private photo?
Oh, I couldn't see any of it.
Do I report for spam? What do I report
literally
this
can't
for?
see it.
Report for spam, yeah.
Oh, for fuck, I have to report... Okay, hold on. It's gonna be easier just to hide user on this channel.
What is... I can't even see what they said.
Unhidden?
It probably got auto-deleted.
What do you mean unhidden? Oh, I hid it, and then when I deleted it, it got unhidden and then deleted.
Sorry, my dogs were acting up, so I was trying to make sure everything was alright. We share some small talk to try and lighten the atmosphere, but it still feels very stilted. There's a lot I don't know about Lilly's stay in Scotland, but after such a heavy subject, I want to be alone for a bit to think. After a few minutes, we end up saying our goodbyes, and I set my phone on my desk. Compared to Hanako's situation, mine feels utterly mundane. I still had both my parents, I had a reasonably normal childhood, and unlike many in Yamaku, my condition isn't immediately visible to the public. But then again, isn't this just a way to just Isn't this just an attempt to justify the way I've been acting towards her? That may well be what our pasts were like, but when it comes to the future, I still have no idea what I want to do. In school, I've just concentrated on each day's work, and I put off more and more things to cater to Hanako. I recall the words Smuto told me after Hanako's breakdown about the purpose of Yamaku and my education. In hindsight, he was probably trying to push exactly the same thing. Just what have I been doing in the time since my heart attack? If I ever did manage to get Hanako out of her room and open up, then what then? I look out of my dormitory window as the sun slowly sets. It's a nice sight, but what I really savor is the quiet as the students return to their dormitory rooms. All I want to do now is think. I'm not sure how much time I have, but I want to work out where I'll go from here.
We actually managed
I swear to God, it's gonna actually do that, and we're still gonna be like way behind.
Wait, Leo. Oh, never mind.
What?
I'm sorry, my screen was paused, and so I was like, "Did you leave it on the waiting scene for a while?"
I did for a second, but then I fixed it.
We're good. Anyway, I'm assuming now would be a good time to cut off tonight.
That was your all
Probably.
feeling?
I mean,
Can we complete a scene in 6 minutes? Maybe.
Depends. We are in the final stretches of this route at this point, sort of ish, kinda.
So things kind of accelerate.
I don't know. I don't remember how long the scenes in this route are. Though I do feel a little like the scenes in this route are longer than the scenes in Rin's route.
Yeah, they kind of like span more things.
Well,
Yeah, what do you guys? Are we good?
We
I think it's
have-
most important for the people who are actually like, you know.
I mean, wait, how many scenes are left?
7.
How many scenes are left, and how many did we get through today?
we got through 4.
And there's 7 left.
I thought we had 12 left at the beginning.
4 plus 7 is obviously
7 or 8. I can't tell exactly how this flowchart defines a scene.
maybe we want to push 1.
We can try, and if you know we get to a good stopping point in the scene, which we most.
You guys
likely
want
won't,
to try
but,
one more scene, or are you guys done for the night?
Yeah, Rock. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to me.
We could try and get one more scene done.
All right.
Cool. We'll go
But
for like what,
let's
an extra half hour.
actually
Yeah,
put
we'll
a
on track.
concerted effort into getting another
All right,
scene
I
done.
will not distract us.
Again.
Since talking to Lilly yesterday, I've wanted to try and move on from the listlessness I've felt ever since coming to Yamaku. But even if I try and concentrate on the book in front of me, Hanako's empty seat at the back of the classroom looms larger than life. Every time I start getting focused, my eyes flick over to her desk again, and my mind starts spinning.
Oh,
Ah, what?
Get
I need to
on
talk.
back.
Oh, frick this.
Back again.
Back again.
Wait, just
OC's
wait, no, I
back.
can't.
Back. Hello, friend.
Once more, my eyes drift over to it, but this time my vision is blocked by a certain other classmate. Oh, hey Miki.
Maybe you should just have lunch. I can hear your stomach growling from my desk.
I let my head drop in disappointment. She seems to take some amusement from my reaction and hops up onto my desk. Her grin as she sits on it reminds me of the Cheshire Cat.
Sorry, 1 second. So, what you working on? Or working on?
Some math. I have a decent handle on it, but I just wanted to revise.
Oh, really? Let me see that. Steals it and starts writing it down.
Before I can eject, she grabs my mathematics book with her hand. She scans the page I was on, holding it open with one, and she has, her left arm sitting uselessly on her lap. In my time here at Yamaku, I've noticed that other students have a wide range of adjustments to their disabilities, on a purely practical level. Miki is one of those who seems to have some trouble. That stump of her left arm tends to either be hanging by her side, slipped into a pocket, or otherwise put out of the way. Sometimes she has a difficult time doing common tasks, which makes her visibly quite frustrated. I feel a little bad for thinking this way, but I'm thankful that Hanako and I don't have disabilities affecting our freedom of movement to that extent. Then again, if Miki's problem worsened, at least she wouldn't have a real possibility of dying.
Well,
My attention is refocused as she thumbs through a few pages, skimming their contents. With such casual interest in the subject matter, clear by now that she won't be any help. I'm guessing you're not too interested in this stuff.
screw math. It's boring as hell.
She puts the book back in front of me with indifference. Her eyes move to the notebook beside it that I've been working out practice equations on.
Wait, you're actually able to work that stuff out?
Yeah?
Wow. I've never talked to a computer with legs before.
Thanks, I think. At least I'm doing better in this than history.
Think it's worth asking that librarian for help. I heard she's shooting for uni.
Ah, Yuko. Maybe. I don't know what she wants to study, though. So what about you? Got anything you're thinking of doing after you graduate?
Me? Nah, not really. Just enjoying it while it lasts.
She looks a little awkward when asked about her future, and absentmindedly rubs her left forearm. I kinda want to ask her about it, but I don't think I know her well enough to do so. The conversation peters out, and I lean back in my chair, giving up on the prospect of studying. Yuki notices my tired expression and looks oddly serious.
Oh, frick. No! Thinking about Hanako?
Is it that obvious?
You've been glancing at her scene, and you've been pretty quiet. Not too hard to connect the dots.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh?
I'm just worried about her.
Yeah, I can see why you would be. She can get weird sometimes.
She sounds put off, but I can't blame her. Hanako was a hard person to interact with before she warmed up to me, even with Lilly around to help. I haven't known her for that long either, so some of her habits would still be unknown to me.
Holy crap, we actually got a new viewer, guys.
Yo,
Hello,
what? This
Mr.
is
Clever
what?
Trick. I was
And we're
deliberately
immediately
trying
gonna
to not
scare them away.
Immediately gone. Leaves. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you dropping by. I actually saw that apparently
That's how
one
they
of
know
the
they're clever.
apparently one of the writers made like a game
mod or
wi-
whatever?
no, like a whole
Or not a
game
mod, but
with Miki as the focus. But it's
Yeah.
sort of like it's not unfinished really, but it's just less polished and
limited.
it's limited in scope is what I've heard. It's mostly just the dialogue without really a ton of portraits or music.
It's
Yeah.
just a book, but not.
It's like a
It's a book they
Fake
put into
route.
Renpai.
exactly. Anyways, let's finish the scene before we go to bed.
Yes.
Go.
My face becomes troubled. If I hadn't developed feelings for her, this would be at least a little easier to deal with.
I mean, no offense. She isn't a bad person. I know that much.
Do you? What if she was like a serial killer?
I mean...
I know, I didn't take it that way. It's just harder to deal with when, well, you know, you have feelings for someone.
Yeah, I can imagine that. It's hard to forget something like what happened to her during class, too.
I wish she hadn't reminded me of that. She just confirmed that it was clearly noticed by others in the room as well.
Come on, don't get that down. She's done this before. You just gotta wait it out.
She locks herself in a room and acts like an empty husk of a person for a sizable amount of time, ever since she entered Yamaku, if not before then as well. And I'm not supposed to be concerned about that? Well, I might think that, but there's nothing I can do. I can't force her to come out, and she does see a therapist, so it's not like she isn't getting any help for her issues. Maybe it's natural to think that way when you're so powerless to help someone. That's just the way she is, and you have to deal with it. As I mull things over, I notice a movement out of the corner of my eye. I glance to see who it is and end up doing a double take.
Guess who's back?
Hanako!
Back again.
Everyone like cheers her name.
Mr.
and she
President,
just
a
turns
second
pale, right?
anime girl has walked into the classroom.
Passes out.
Mr. President, this is a code red.
Sure enough.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fucking.
Nailed it, Leo.
No, my default assumption when we get on a tangent is that the line has already been read. Because that's how
that's
it
actually
is
true.
most of the time. And so I usually try and
I
move
respect
on to get us back on track.
Sure enough, it's Hanako. She walks through the door just as she would any normal school day, and begins to move towards her seat in her unusual silent and humble manner. She looks at me for a moment before blushing and looking away in embarrassment, which makes me realize that I was staring at her. I feel sorry for doing that, but not doing it is hard after all that's happened. The girl sitting on my desk looks to me, grinning.
See, your sweetheart's back already. What did I tell you?
Did you keep your voice down?
Oh,
You be quiet.
Ha!
wait, were you genuinely...
Yeah, I read that line
Oh.
before it happened.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, wait, is he actually talking to me?
Vision hockey.
It was
No, I
so
wasn't talking to you.
clairvoyant that I thought it was like going through the screen.
It might only be meant as a joke, but she gets close enough to make me quite uncomfortable. As we talk, someone calls Miki's name from the door. She jumps down from her vantage point on my desk before turning to me.
Gotta go, Hisao. Remember to eat sometime, will ya?
Oh, gotta go. Fine, I will. See ya. Janet. She gives a casual salute before jogging over to the door, where a male student in gym uniform is waiting for her. Probably someone from the track and field club. Hanako. Seizing the opportunity, I get up and make my way towards Hanako's desk.
Howdy.
Hi, Hanako. What's up?
Not much.
Maybe talking to her this soon after she came back from class, was a bad move. Wanna go with me and grab something from the cafeteria? I'm pretty hungry.
But I thought you were studying.
Take that
Studying
hint.
schmudying.
Studying can wait. Turning up for class after all this time must have taken some courage for Hanako, so the least I can do is stay with her. That's just the way she is, and you just have to deal with it. Is the way Miki, and probably the whole class, views Hanako. I can do more for her, though. I want to do more for her. After being distracted by Miki, I don't think I'm gonna get any work done. Come on, let's go.
Yep.
She hesitates, but eventually gets up and joins me as we begin walking. These may be small steps for her, but the fact that she's finally out of her room of her own violation lifts a large weight off my shoulder.
A large weight the size of a small
The
weight.
fuck?
Yep.
We actually made it through a scene.
I was right. I thought the scenes got a little shorter at this point in the route. Alright.
Oh, the goat. Raindrops and puddles.
The goat.
What?
Raindrops and puddles. B-O-S-T.
We calling it, friends?
It is midnight where I am, and you
Oh,
two
yeah.
probably need to get
I
some
know.
sleep as well.
Hey, I actually have tomorrow off, so I don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning. 5, I mean.
Still get a good night of sleep, Leo.
Daga, gotowaru.
Freak you.
Alright, anyways, thank you to everyone who dropped by. I appreciate it so much.
New
It
and
was a
existing
lot of
viewers
fun
alike.
tonight, and I think we all had a lot of fun. Made more progress than we did last
Dare you
stream,
assume.
but then again, it would be hard not to.
Jeez.
Wait, how many more scenes do we have?
6.
I was gonna say, can we
1,
finish
2,
it by
3,
next
4,
time?
5. Maybe if
Oh,
we
we got
actually
5
try.
done.
And you know,
We got
one of them
5
is
done?
one of them is an H scene, so that will be a
That'll go quickly.
that'll go
Slightly
quickly.
shorter.
All right. Well, we can do it next time. Everyone show up early, show up on time, and get ready.
Oh dear.
We'll try at least.
Curious who's next? Do we? Yeah, we have no idea who's next. We I don't know. We already did Reen. So that was the first one we did, and we've got Shizune, Emmy, and Lilly after this.
I think. I don't know, man.
I
We'll
think we
have
go
to-
back and do Reen again.
Go back and do for context. Trick. I don't know what to call you at this point, so I'll call you Trick for the moment. But
Kane has already played through the Rin again.
Kane replayed
The Rint.
Reen's route. Kane liked Reen's route so much that he replayed it immediately after we finished it.
Yeah, I think the day after I started it again and then blasted it on my own.
I want to do it myself again too, because that was really just like a nice perspective.
Oh, it's been. I don't know how much
perspective.
you've been following this CD, but Kane's descent into visual novels has been swift and honestly rather hilarious.
I have trying to figure out what context I can provide to show the scale of how heavily Rin Tezuka has affected me. I have kept the exact same profile pic scheme for 4 straight years ever since I started using Discord. I broke that scheme to run a Rin Tezuka profile pic.
Oh my god. That actually, like, seriously. Because I remember that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was always
Yeah.
Kane.
It was
now
always
it's-
and
Kane
now it's
from the
Rin.
Binding of Isaac, and now it's Rin.
I was actually
And I
about
think
to
it was-
start the stream, and then we stopped the stream, and then we got sidetracked again.
It used
Nailed
to be Kane
it.
and
Okay,
Rin
yeah.
at the same time, which I was surprised that you didn't continue.
Rin.
All right.
No.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next stream.
Well,
That was-
Ciao.
Do the Markiplier thing. Yeah, Rin is pretty cool. Yes, it is.
Bye-bye.
Yes, it is.
English isn't your first language? Whoa.
Why are getting distracted again on stopping the stream? All right.
No, we're not. I want to know.
Trick, that is a very interesting thing, and you will have to
First
elaborate
language.
that if you ever come back to one of these. Ciao.